Hello gamers, welcome to another DSP video. This is the continuation from the other video I uploaded the other day. But it came with the new podcast they did on Monday, so I will also be watching that part in this as well. So it's gonna be a full circle style video, believe it or not. So let's get going, guys. Wait, wrong window. There we go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I don't remember where I left off. I know the time, but I don't know what he said last. So let's get into it and enjoy the ride.
That's what we need to do.
We're going
Fair
back
enough.
to hell.
Now, in regards to Hades 2, that's going to be a harder hit for me because I really like the game.
So it's okay to drop multiverses, but guys, Hades 2. Guys, all hands on deck. Let's figure this out.
I just don't understand why people are not showing up for Hades 2. So if the answer is stop playing Hades 2,
honestly, I wasn't watching it because I don't want to get spoiled of the game. I've been loving it so far since I got it on my Steam Deck. So can't wait to play more of it, man.
That too. All right. But for me, I don't know what to replace them with because there's so many options. Play System Shock Remake. I'm very interested in System Shock Remake. I never played it before. From what I'm to understand, that was the predecessor to BioShock.
Whoa.
And everyone thinks it's a great classic game, right? I would be down for playing that.
Okay,
but is that a consensus or is that a vocal minority of people asking for it?
I've been hearing him wanting to play this game for years, and I remember the fucking rants he did when it was only on Steam. So they released System Shock Remake, but it's only on Steam. What the fuck, man? And then they finally put it on console, and he's like, should we play it? Okay.
Bring back Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That one I'm very skeptical.
Oh my god, here we go. Get ready, boys. We're going back to the Toxic Town.
Because that's something that, when it was new, no one cared about.
Dude, he told people when he started playing it, guys, we may have to put this on a hiatus. They gotta finish, Like a Dragon and Baldur's Gate 3. And then we'll have to, like, take a break from it, and then we'll come back to it, guys. Don't worry, it's gonna happen. He had a tweet. He had a fucking tweet. Hold up. I'm gonna try to pull it up. Just give me a good second. Oh yeah, that doesn't work anymore. We'll go full screen. I'm just going to Twitter. You never know what's gonna be on Twitter, so you gotta like be careful. And I don't remember if I'm logged in this Okay, I am. Okay, good. Oh man, good thing oh man. I can't show it because I'm logged in on my blocked account and I have to re-log in with the others, and that's gonna be a big deal. Not gonna bother, but it's a really good thing I did not have Twitter open. First thing I see, it's fucked up shit. It's art though. It's art. I'll just say that it's art. But you know, I don't remember following this guy. I've never seen this dude show up on my feed. I open it and this is like the first time I'm seeing this person's like stuff. I don't remember why I follow this person. A little behind the scenes on that one, but sadly I can't show. But he had a fucking tweet. This fucker had a tweet. Don't listen to that troll. Actually, wait, hold on another quick second. We can actually go to his. Oh wait, no, it's gonna be. I would have to scroll through so much garbage. I just realized it because I would have to go to the community tab and just scroll. It was like the tweet right before he had another meltdown. I mean, there's so many meltdowns. Which one am I talking about at this point? Where you read a dude's YouTube comment and said it was legit or whatever. Because before that, he had a tweet saying, "Go listen to the misinformation by the trolls. I will be going back to playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth." And guess what? He never did. He never did. He never will. That game is fucking dead. It got this guy a 5'd. It got Yakuza Kiwami'd. It got bodied.
No one was showing up for the streams. What makes you think that all these months later, going back to it, is going to
like bragged how I balance my chill streams because they don't do so well with my day streams, and now it's like that isn't the case anymore. Okay.
Bring back any kind of attention. Also, by the way, while we're already playing Fallout 4 lengthy RPG, I'm not convinced that's going to work. Okay, I'm just not. I'm not convinced that's going to be a solution
Final Fantasy
at all.
before
okay.
Final Fallout 4.
Now,
whatever.
I guess the real question is,
Again, it is so funny. He was just before he goes to the fucking beach. Just before. And he just doesn't want to do it. It's really like he got terrified that Tifa's in a bikini and people are going to talk about it. Like, dude. You know, I watched the Mega 64 podcast. They had a thumbnail where Rocco was like pogging off over the Aerith and Tifa shit, but it's like obviously a joke. Okay, you watch the episode, they kind of like are joking about it because it's a meme at this point. But DSP is so terrified that people are like, whoa man, Tifa. But it's like the fact he gets so uncomfortable is why people act the way in his chat. It's not the chat, it's him. It's literally like when you see a dude act the way DSP does, you're gonna do something to piss him off or do whatever to get him to just act in a silly way all the time. He makes it so easy.
what is it that people want? That's what we got to figure out. I'm okay with saying, all right, forget multiverses, forget Hades 2 if that's the case. But now I need answers.
He's gonna still keep playing Hades too. It doesn't make any. You know, I'm just thinking about this. He pretty much said it. Like he's already kind of like forgot. Probably memory hold quitting Hades 2. Honestly, I guarantee you he's gonna keep playing that game. And he's gonna act as if he never did this. Not because Hades 2 got wailed out or anything like that. It's just this is him just bluffing and just trying to make a spectacle out of something. So people would like give a shit to give this guy money or whatever mind game he wants to do on you. Because I've seen this stuff happen before. He would threaten the game to cancel it, and it still wouldn't hit the goal, but he'd keep it around and then say, well, I'm keeping this around because the day streams are balancing it out. And that's what's going on now, but he wants to just kind of give up people ultimatums. It's kind of the same bullshit he did last year about Super Mario RPG, where he pretended that that he was gonna skip it or some dumb shit, and then it ended up being like a nonsense thing where it didn't matter after all. Like, come on, man.
On what to play next.
Like,
okay?
He already bought Super Mario RPG at this point and said, well, guys, should I skip Mario RPG and play RoboCop? I don't know, man. We'll think about it. You know what? I think I'm going to play Mario RPG tomorrow. And then he played Mario RPG, and it was like, this was a waste of time. Like, that's what kind of pissed me off when I did that video. It was just, I just kept thinking about that. It's like, I sat through a fucking podcast, got proposed a problem, and then the problem was already figured out and solved before it even told us.
What is it? What do we do for the next 3 weeks until the Elden Ring DLC comes out? Or, you know, all this may be a moot point. And the reason I really say that, because Summer Game Fest is Friday. Because the Xbox event is Sunday.
Look at
and
this.
So we may already
tells us that, oh, well, there's this other thing coming up, so that might save us. Okay, so then why are you freaking out now, then?
We have an established path of new games coming out. Like I said, games dropping out of nowhere. Sometimes this happens. And then, boom,
Sometimes
just
it
like
happens,
that,
guys.
Situation fixed, right? But for me, I need answers on where to go. And it has to be reasonable answers of things that are going to work and people are interested in. And if you suggest something, you commit to coming to watch and see it and support it. Not, oh, I really want to see this, but by the way, I won't check it out for 8 months. It's not going to work.
This
you know, I need
guy.
what people want.
Let's hear this again.
If you suggest something, you commit to coming to watch and see it and support.
You gotta commit. Let's go back a little bit further.
Coming out, like I said, games dropping out of nowhere. Sometimes this happens, and then boom, just like that, situation fixed, right? But for me, I need answers on where to go, and it has to be reasonable answers.
It has to be reasonable answers. How would he know what a reasonable answer is? How would I know what he would consider that? Whatever.
Of things that are going to work and people are interested in. And if you suggest something, you commit to coming to watch and see.
And then you gotta commit. Dude. And you know what? We're gonna watch yesterday's podcast, and this dude was like getting so worked up over Pokemon having parasocial relationships with their audience and all this other bullshit about these other streamers. And this dude is yelling at his audience to commit to him. Like, think about it. These other streamers, the biggest thing they commit, right, correct, is that they form a parasocial relationship. I mean, that's dangerous, sure, but again, is it the streamer's fault that so informed that, or is it the person's fault that they just got mixed signals or they just took it too personally or whatever the fuck. I mean, there's all these factors to consider when you talk about parasocial relationships. Meanwhile, this guy is saying you gotta commit. Like, you can tell me whatever, but then you gotta commit to it. Like, holy shit, dude. It's not that important. And so, sure, he could argue, well, it's important to me. Okay, then it should be something that you should solve then. Like, this is really stupid that he's putting his audience in, but they love it. They love it there.
And see it and support it. Not, oh, I really want to see this, but by the way, I won't check it out for 8 months. It's not going to work. You know, I need what people want to see now. You understand? I am doing live reacts for Summer Game Fest and the Xbox event. I've already announced that. Okay?
Okay.
See, that's the truth. Everyone wants something different. Again, if this were a year when there were big triple...
That's the truth. Tell me what you want. Everyone wants something different. Oh my god, dude. This is like...
AAA games that were flagpole events and people wanted them, we'd have no problem.
Wait, what?
See, that's the truth. Everyone wants something different. Again, if this were a year when there were big AAA games that were flagpole events and people wanted them, we'd have no problems. This year, there's nothing. There's literally fucking nothing. Okay. Nothing of stature. Nothing of note. Little game here, little game there, mid game here, mid game there. Big game is supposed to be good. Oh, it sucks shit.
This is all I'm hearing. This is all I'm hearing. Where is it? I know I got it. There's no way I don't have this.
This guy constantly whining. Wah, wah. Shut the fuck up. God damn. Wah, shit. Wah. So there's no consensus on what to play, and that's where these issues arise. So now everyone wants something different, and nothing works out to be the game that people want to show up for, right?
Right? Correct? Oh my god. Yeah.
I'm down with doing Stardew Valley chill streams, but you understand that that's something that I can't do all the time, right?
Oh my
god. That would
be
something that I do like once a week, maybe.
You can't do that all the time, right? And then he plays like, but he played Street Fighter 6 like 2 times a week. Like, both his streamer week and normal human weeks, it's like still twice a week or whatever the fuck. But man, if he plays Stardew Valley 2 times a week, hell would break loose. But it's like, you know what's gonna happen. He's just gonna, like, go through his little routine pattern. Like, this is what's so, like, fucking lame about this guy. He makes a big deal, but you look at his schedule and it's just fucking routine school lunch menu bullshit. And it's like, god damn, dude. Are we here to watch your content or here for Pizza Friday? God damn.
Maybe at most. That's... You know, that's not going to work as an ongoing playthrough. I do multiple times a week or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
And he did, like, Minecraft streams a lot.
See, Aaron, here's the problem. Aaron says, you say it's the games, not you. Shouldn't your commentary be able to carry the game? Not people don't show up.
Oh, my God. Get a load of this.
See, Aaron, here's the problem. Aaron says, you say it's the games, not you. Shouldn't your commentary be able to carry the game? Not people don't show up.
Again, he had 170 to 190 people on that stream. Again, what difference would it make if you got the extra 20 views? Or whatever the fuck, right? Like, what difference would it make? Not much. And secondly, maybe if your commentary was good, people would like, talk about you more often, and then more people would come the next time. But again, for DSP, he just thinks everyone needs to be there now. Again, this is the guy that just complained about how people are entitled, coddled babies who expect everything now. But this guy is saying he wants viewers now. This isn't being entitled, coddled, spoiled baby mode. Like, think about what you're even talking about. The dude is talking about your commentary, and you deflect by saying, not if they show up. Why? So, you're not going to want to entertain the 170 people who showed up than people who are not even there? Again, I've said this many times. It's kind of a bad attitude or just bad vibe if you're just going to stream and just kind of cry about not getting other people and not give a shit about the people who show up. You know? Like, you're not grateful that you have an audience, and this guy tells us every day, I'm so grateful I have such a small audience. I'm not this big guy with, like, a running chat. Like, but this dude doesn't know what he wants. He just wants things to just work out for him the way he wants, so then he can brag how he made it work. Like, It's insane. He forces everyone to kind of do what he wants by crying and being a baby, gets his way by just being a baby, and then says, oh, look how successful I am. I got people to support me in this way that I had to, like, yell at them for. Like, dude, shut up.
Dude, people don't show up. It's not that my commentary doesn't carry the game. No one's there. I'm playing Hades 2. I'm sitting here ready and willing to interact with the chat, and I look, and for 3-4 minutes, no one says a word.
Like, this is not being entitled. You're sitting there and being mad that no one is talking in your chat. And, like, how... It is insane, genuinely insane, how he puts everyone else's his responsibility onto everyone else. Like, again, you look at the co-op criticism they got for Cat and DSP, and he put all of the criticisms onto Cat. He didn't say, oh yeah, I should have talked to her more or whatever. It says, no, we were vibing. You guys fucking expect Cat to do whatever. It's like, you barely talked to her. And when you did, it was just, yeah, put the tree there. Okay, yeah, whatever to get the points, honey. And then that was it. That was the conversation. Nothing meaningful. You could have just not have her be in the same room and it would come out the same way. The Street Fighter 6 stream where it was just him playing with Brian and Brian had no mic and no communication at all, that is more meaningful than what he was doing with Kat and had the same amount of commentary almost. It is insane. And then this dude is telling his audience that they need to talk to him. Why am I going to play a game if you're not talking to me? Why are you talking to them? He says how this is such meaningful content, but he doesn't want to even engage with his own chat by starting a conversation on his own. And when he tries, it is so lame. This dude has no charisma at all. Like, at all. A fucking bug has more charisma than him.
I can't make people show up in chat. Do you understand? People didn't show up because I was playing Hades 2. If I were doing a late night chill stream, I would have 400 people on the stream and no one says a word. I can't make people show up in chat. Do you understand? People didn't show up because I was playing Hades 2. If I were doing a late night...
They didn't show up because he was playing Hades 2? Oh yeah, I saw you were playing Hades 2. I'm not watching that. Fuck that. Okay, whatever.
Chill stream, I would have 400 people on the stream and everyone talking. It's not me. Okay. Sorry. As much as you want to believe that, it's not. It's just not. There's something with this audio.
Again, he thinks it's one or the other, and it's not like maybe it's multiple reasons. Maybe it's not just the game. Maybe the game exemplifies your shortcomings. Like Hades is Hades 2. I mean, you know the game. And when you're watching a guy that's just sitting there, like, sounding bored. I mean, what else are they gonna do? They kind of knew what Hades 2 was by the time he played it, and he's not offering anything. So it's not unreasonable to say it's that at most it's the game and his commentary.
Audience that they don't show up for certain games. I can't make someone actually come to a stream to start.
This dude gets so look how insecure and defensive he is when he's confronted with it might be him. He just doesn't even want to humor it until he knows he can profit off of adjusting the issue, and then he'll use it to brag. Once it becomes an opportunistic opportunity, he'll do it. But since there's no reward at the end of the tunnel about accepting that maybe his commentary sucks, it can't be him. He's doing the bare minimum, guys. Like, okay.
To start to interact. I just can't do it.
Uh-huh. I have a feeling this is gonna be another long video, so
Eric,
get hyped.
You're, again, there's too much obsession with business and not about enjoying yourself. I literally just said, I'm loving multiverses.
Oh my god, dude! I watch piece to piece streams, and I know like the amount of like lip licking that he catches. I never like sometimes I do kind of miss until I see it again, and it's like, oh okay, wow, whatever. This was the most like visual lip licking I have seen. It is crazy.
Eric, you're again, there's too much obsession with business and not about enjoying yourself. I literally just said.
I can't, man. Every time he wants to make a point, he does this.
I'm loving multiverses. I'm loving Hades too. No one's showing up. So if I just sit here and I just play things constantly that no one shows up for, I won't be here tomorrow because I'll be out of business.
Oh my
If you
God.
ignore
Wait,
realities too,
what?
no one's showing up.
No
So if
one
I just sit here and
So no one's showing up to 2 games.
I just play things constantly that no one shows up for, I won't be here tomorrow.
Dude, all Eric was saying was why not just like have fun and then think about the business on your own time? Why not? Why do we have to have business meetings with your audience? Like, shouldn't you try to entertain them? Isn't that your job? And this dude is like telling his chat, like, this dude is so dependent. He's such a fucking drone. He is the drone that LCG cries about all the time. This dude just sits there and is like waiting for directions because he doesn't know anything. It really is like you need to like hold his hand and like walk him through. Like if you like you go to the airport, you board, if you leave the plane. It's like if they didn't tell you to go to baggage claim, DSP would not figure out he has to go to baggage claim. Or like, whatever. He needs like all these directions in life. He can't figure anything out on his own. And he's 42. He's 42 and he has worse problem solving than a dog. A dog has better problem solving skills than Phil.
Because I'll be out of business. If you ignore reality and you just live in a fantasy world of massive entertaining yourself all day, you'll also be in a big bad position.
Oh my God, dude. Hold on. My like This is insane. Let's hear this again. Let's hear this again.
For I won't be here tomorrow because I'll be out of business. If you ignore reality and you just live in a fantasy world of massive entertaining yourself all day, you'll also be in a big
entertaining yourself all day. What? Okay.
Bad position. Again, something you learn as you get older, you get more mature. You can't just sit here doing things you enjoy all day long. That's not how life works. I wish.
Dude, DSP said he enjoyed his life. And he's enjoying everything that's going on right now all the time. All the time. And now he's like telling us that he's suffering. Well, I'm suffering right now too. Oh shit.
Yourself all day, you'll also be in a big bad position. Again, something you learn as you get older, you get more mature. You can't just sit here doing things you enjoy all day long. That's not how life works. I wish. Really, I wish. Even from day one when I started on YouTube, it wasn't like that. Do you really think that I enjoyed rushing through games back in the day?
Both like the fact that he got his chat to say, the fact that to this in 2024 we have people telling a streamer, do what you enjoy and blah blah blah. Oh, talk about having fun, not about business and all this stuff in 2024. And like, dude, come on. And then this dude is like trying to like double down on this. Like, man, just do something else.
Pumping out 7, 8, 10, 20 hours of gameplay content within a couple of days to finish a game right away. I didn't enjoy that. That was work. But that's what I did to get by back in the day. That's how it was. You live in a fantasy land. Oh, why don't you sit around and enjoy?
But
why don't
you know what? The dude was talking about like, why are you talking about business now and have fun? Then he talks about like what happened 8 years ago, or when the dinosaurs roamed the earth. Like, dude, okay, that's not what we're talking about. Like, and again, this was him just saying, do you guys want to see another game? It's like that's all he was asking. If he just said that, there wouldn't be a video. But this dude had to be so fucking like complainy and whiny. He had to be such a whiny baby about it that he went off on it in an hour about nonsense. And it's like, dude, you could have just asked what game do they want to see, and that's it. But this dude had to be a little diva about it because he's a baby. A 42-year-old baby. When is he gonna grow up?
Why don't you just sit here smoking a doob, drinking a scotch, right?
A doob.
Just fucking, you know.
Dude, man. Yeah, I smoked a doob. And I still feel the same annoyance as I did yesterday. And I was sober yesterday. So figured that one out. Yeah, it's you, DSP. It's clearly you, not the drugs.
Yourself grapes, Playing some game you like? Just sit around.
Oh
Oh,
my
someone's talking
god.
in the chat. Fuck them. You don't feel like talking about to them. This is your enjoyment time. Stream it. You'll
Oh
be a
my
millionaire.
god, dude, you know what? This is like really, really stupid what he's saying. Just think about what he just is complaining about. Is that like let's just hear it again.
Playing some game you like? Just sit around. Oh, someone's talking in the chat. Fuck them. You don't feel like talking about to them. This is your enjoyment time.
So see, this is him. This is him having fun, right? Correct. So this implies that doing the opposite is work for him. Like it's a job for him to read his chat and respond. I kind of get where he's coming from. I mean, I do think that DSP's chat would take a mental toll on someone. Like if you woke up one day, I say this all the time, and it's never untrue. It, if you stream one day, tomorrow you wake up, you decide to stream, and you get this chat, you're probably gonna just end the stream and never stream again. Like this dude's chat is like mind numbing. Like it's insane the shit he has, and it's like a blender of like fans, trolls, larpers, and all in between. Like you can't be a normal dude who just browses the internet, go to a DSP stream and think this is a fun community.
Time. Stream it. You'll be a millionaire. What are you talking about? In what reality does that work? None of that works. What you just said is insane. The Blimp, I see your comments. I just want to let you know because the Blimp keeps posting and I'm not responding directly to the Blimp.
God.
The Blimp is saying too much fighting game stuff. Fair enough.
The
Street Fighter will stay in the rotation.
The Blimp is so annoying, and man, I kind of want to go back and watch some of the VOD from Tevin's Street Fighter stream because he was going between. There was some beef between Jordan and the Blimp, and I was just hearing it casually. I was like, man, this is probably the most exciting thing going on in this chat. Guys, type in the comments below. Are you team Jordan or team Blimp?
That's the reason why I didn't play Tekken and Street Fighter together because I already knew that would be overload. And here's the funny part: you say fighting game stuff. You actually think multiverses is like a serious.
Wait, what?
Fighter will stay in the rotation. That's the reason why I didn't play Tekken and Street Fighter together because I already knew that. He keeps posting and I'm not responding directly to the Blimp. The Blimp is saying too much fighting game stuff.
This dude asked for feedback and he ignored the Blimp who gave him feedback. Fair enough.
Fighter will stay in the rotation.
Fair enough, too much Street Fighter, but don't worry. I'm going to keep it in the rotation, buddy. Don't you worry. I heard you.
That's the reason why I didn't play Tekken and Street Fighter together because
like good comprehension of what the Blimp told you. And guess what? He didn't scale it down. He's playing it multiple times because he has nothing else to play. But man, he's not playing it a lot, guys.
I already knew that would be overload. And here's the funny part. You say fighting game stuff. You actually think multiverses is like a serious fighting game. I don't treat it like that. I think.
Oh my god, dude! This dude is so fucking lame. We had fucking podcasts of his where he was going on and on about multiverses patch notes and oh, this character was nerfed, this character was buffed. He talked about multiverses at tournaments, dude. And he's sitting there saying, I didn't take it seriously, man. Okay, and regardless, it's still a fighting game. Okay, yeah, it's a silly fighting game. It's still a fighting game. Oh my god.
I think it's like a fun party game, but it has appeal because of the characters in it. To you, you see that as like a fighting game and you get turned off. I hear you. So if that's the case, if literally we are dropping multiverses right now, then we're dropping multiverses. And it sucks again. I like the game.
And then he steered the Blimp's like criticism to multiverses. That is insane. This dude just really did not give a fuck what the Blimp had to say to begin with and said too much Street Fighter, shut up, stupid. We're gonna keep it in the rotation.
Game, but if it's not working already, after
he did say fighting games, but he still didn't scale down on Street Fighter anyway.
Streams and people want me to do other stuff, I'm down for that. Okay? There you go.
Okay, there you go.
Kohi says, I think chat derails too often. By the time you catch it, the chat dies. People interested in talking about the game left or stopped talking. We need more moderators. Here's the problem with that. More moderation means Nazi
Oh my
Germany. We're
god.
all
See, this is shit I talk about all the time, and it is a very like big problem in DSP's content where he is just more concerned with how the out with what other people describe his streams or whatever the fuck. Like in this regard that oh he bans too much. But dude, like if you're banning trolls, ban them. They're gonna obviously be mad. People aren't. Was he happy when he got banned on all the sites he was banned on? No. Does that mean that they're in the wrong? No. It just happens. But he has people in his chat that are trolling, and somebody just lets them go because he doesn't want to be seen as overly ban happy. But the dude, like, bans for like smaller things and whatever. If he just listened to what people were upset with when he was banning them, maybe it could be a little bit better. But this dude bans for the smallest transgressions. It's insane. And then this dude is like, guys, you're gonna say this is like a Nazi chat. Like, dude, these are the people who are gonna say that your chat's a Nazi chat. Maybe these aren't the people that you should really be that concerned with, and concerned with the people who are saying that there's too many trolls. And this dude did this too. He turned off comments because people told him there's too many trolls. Wasn't that being a comment Nazi? Oh my god, whatever. Okay.
all living in Nazi Germany and you control too much and you destroy your content, right? Lack of moderation means, oh, now no one can talk. It's like, so where's the happy medium? Because I've been on both sides of this now. People.
Yeah. Okay. So let's take a look at this. Right. He says that where's the happy medium? He's been on both sides. He can critically look at both aspects of doing that, and then just kind of finding the middle by looking at what is extreme and what isn't. You can't like, and this dude says, "Oh, I was a not quality assurance. Like he would like analyze for quality or whatever the fuck in the helicopter job, and yet he can't just like adjust having too much or too relaxed or whatever the fuck. He can't figure the medium on his own. Okay.
People used to literally complain all the time that I had too many mods. Now, as you can see, I don't have that much moderation. And people seem to like that more, right? They do. They seem to like it more when there's more open conversation. But you're right. I'm the streamer. I'm playing a game. I'm not always 100% paying attention to chat. So I agree with you there that maybe more moderation
and this dude like sucks at modding people too. He mods like the worst kind of people. Again, you want to mod people who show up and they like are know the chat and know what's good and what's bad or whatever. I mean, this is stuff you just kind of have to figure out and on your own, like a person, like a human. But DSP needs people to tell him, "You can trust me, Phil. I know I love chat and I love you and I love the chatters and I'll ban the bad ones." Like that's not really like compelling because anyone's gonna say that. That's why like some people will just openly put in their rules, don't ask to be mod or whatever, because it's like, yeah, you're not gonna mod people who ask for it. You know what I mean?
or that would be a little better. But to me, I'm okay right now
Like
with how chat's been.
like technically it would be better if Derek was a mod. Think about it. Derek would be the one to know the Derek memes, and he could ban them, and it would defeat the Derek impersonators. But that will never happen. We can't give Derek the sword. We can't. That would be dangerous.
As long as people flag the issues that are going on, I can take care of them.
YouTube's
The problem also is, again, you have to understand it's very hard to pick dependable people to be mods these days, because a lot of people have literally set themselves up to try to become a mod and just be an asshole. We've had people like that the last couple years.
Yeah, why
Supposed to be a dependable person, a nice person in the community. They pretend to be someone they're not, and then they fucking end up being a troll and they try to fuck everything up for everybody. So really, we've scaled back the moderation on purpose to avoid those kind of situations.
Why don't you
I hear what you're saying though, I really do. And
whatever.
I feel like we can
Like,
work
even
together. I don't think the
Jade could be a mod. But I mean, well, you know, I say give him a try. Give Jade a chance. Give him the wrench.
solution is get more mods. I think the solution is work together as a community to figure out how to stop the derailment. So if I'm playing a game that's supposed to be fun and chat's being derailed, just tell me, right?
It would give a
Tell
whole.
me.
If Jade was a mod, it would give a whole new meaning for the phrase "It's time go." It would give it a whole new meaning.
Tag me in the chat till I notice it, and then we get it back on track. I feel like
Time
that's a
go,
better
troll.
avenue than let's flood the chat with mods who just fucking delete all the comments, right?
What happened to Infinite? Anyone remember that? Remember that guy?
Okay.
He was a piece of shit, man.
So,
He
here's the
lied.
thing.
He lied to me multiple times. Bullshit.
Do we get rid of multiverses? Yes or no? Here, let's do a poll.
Do we get rid of multiverses? Okay, let's do a poll.
Please vote in the poll.
Man, that takes so long to do.
It's going to be a lot harder for me to judge on Hades 2 because I really like that game. And I'm on the fence about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I really like it. I want to keep playing it. But, man, last night's stream, like, literally last night, we had maybe 10 people who were talking in chat. It was all regulars, by the way, which I was happy to see the regulars there.
Oh, so now he's happy.
But, like, maybe 2 people were even talking about the game. And the other regulars were just there to kind of hang out, which is fine. But there wasn't active conversation. There was basically a there. But, like, maybe 2 people were even talking about the game. And the other regulars were just there to kind of hang out, which is fine. But there wasn't active conversation. There was basically a lot of disengagement. You know, it was disappointing. It was definitely disappointing. Okay? So I want more people to show up, and I want more people to hang out.
Tractors will vote yes. Oh, shit.
That's a good point. As you can tell, right now, idiots just showed up to artificially vote in the poll. You can tell because the poll was about 60.
Wait, what?
That's a good.
I was reading the chat, and I just see, like, trolls are voting, and I just wasn't thinking about it. And then we get this.
Point. As you can tell, right now, idiots just showed up to artificially vote in the poll. You can tell because the poll was about.
Look how easy this dude is swayed to believe trolls were voting. This dude is something else.
60%, 70% drop it. And then all of a sudden, we just saw a surge in uptick because some idiot who's restreaming me just told people to come and vote in the poll the other way. So now, all of a sudden, it's up to 53% continue. And I would guarantee you that that voting will continue to go in that trend as more morons come in from a restreamer, right? I'm not stupid. So the poll basically said to drop it in around a 60 to 70% vote until the trolls started voting like morons because they always want to try to vote in a way that hurts me.
Man. One person in chat mentioned
so, if that's the
people,
case,
like,
we drop
with
multiverses.
He said that trolls are doing it. That is insane. And no one said it's happening. They just said, guys, trolls are going to be voting. Or whatever the fuck. And then he's like, oh yeah, the trolls are here. Like, what? Oh my god.
We need a new day stream. Because right now, day streams are Fallout 4, the React show. And in the next week, there'll be less day streams because 2 of the day streams will be taken by
he probably doesn't know what dandyism
reacting
is.
to these events. There's going to be the Summer Game Fest on Friday and then the Xbox event on Sunday. So particularly this next week actually won't be that bad. But we do need a game in there, all right, that is going to fill the gaps until Elden Ring. Or at least until that other game, too, Still Stands the Deep or something, I think it's called, which is that horror game that I want to check out. I think that comes out on the 18th.
What the
I'll be checking that out for sure because it looks interesting.
Okay.
But outside of that, we need something else. Is it System Shock Remake? If that's the case, I'm down for that. I got to figure out where it is and how much it costs and everything because I don't even know. I haven't looked into it yet. But I'd be down for System Shock Remake if that's the case. But if that's not it, then what's the answer? Because we actually have, with the schedule the way it's laid out, Tuesday we need something new for the day stream. Okay?
I agree with chat. Paper Mario.
Oh, excuse me.
We're due for Paper Mario
to
return.
Yeah.
In the film sphere.
I'd like feedback there, all right? In regards to that. But is it System Shock? And some people are saying play Paper Mario. You have to understand, I'm not looking for a game that's going to be a 50-hour RPG that's going to take months to beat. I'm looking for a game to fill
Dude, he said, well, let's say these 2 we could be playing Paper Mario. And then they bring up Paper Mario, and he's like, oh, no, man, I'm not looking for a long game. Okay.
gap until Elden Ring comes out. And by the way, it's going to be alternated with other games. It's not just the main game I play every day. You have to understand that. Like this will kind of be like the back burner game.
The back burner game.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door is a game that I do want to play eventually. I don't think that's the solution right now. I feel like that's
He's not gonna want
a
to
whole
play
different
it.
situation. You know what I'm saying?
Final
I don't
Fantasy
think that's going to
VII
work.
it.
So
See,
here's the question.
that
Is
was asking
System
me.
Shock Remake going to perform better than Multiverses? A game that's a remake of the game
my
from the
God.
1990s that's already been out for a year on PC and just got ported to console. Is that going to perform better than the brand new Multiverses game? Do we really believe that?
Well, now,
Okay?
this dude, again, LARPed as if he wanted to play the game because it's a Bioshock predecessor, whatever the fuck, and, oh man, it'd be so cool. And then the game comes out and he's like, I don't know, should I play it, guys? Okay. You're buying too many games, dude. No, he needs to buy the games. It's his business.
And if the answer is no, then what? Then what am I doing? This is the problem, is we don't have an answer because there's no good fucking games. Let's just be honest with each other here. There's
Let's
no
be
good
honest with
fucking
each
games
other.
out right now.
There's
There's
no
just
games
not.
out.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Most of the games out are remakes, rehashes. These studios are not putting out.
This dude wanted remakes, and now he's like he just in the same video he mentioned Resident Evil 4 as a positive. Oh, dude, we had the Resident Evil 4 remake last year. It was so cool, man. This year, all there is just remakes, man. Okay, cool.
Out big experiences anymore. The ones that try literally make games that feel like 10 other games you've already played. It's a sad state right now. That's the problem.
Oh
We don't
God,
have the
more
big games
Gamer
anymore,
Doom.
right?
Gamer Doom posting.
How long is System Shock Remake, by the way? Because I've never played it. I don't know how long of a game it is.
Oh my God, how long is it, dude? It's an old PC game. What do you think? Probably 1 hour. Again, he has the.
And by the way, I got a
internet
lot of
on his
shout outs to do, which we're
phone.
going to do in a minute. But as you can see, we had something to discuss that was pretty important, right? We have to figure this out.
Oh yeah, so important.
It sounds to me like people are just done with multiverses, right? They just want me to play other stuff. I'm okay with that, but I need to know what it is. Because it can't be Fallout every day, and it can't be Street Fighter every stream. You know, we got to have other stuff to fill in the gaps. Oh, it's 20 hours long? Oh, that's surprising. I didn't realize it was that long. Okay, that's a pretty good length. That's about the length of a game I'm looking for right now
Hades
to
2
fill
is
in the
that
gaps
length.
until Elden Ring.
Hades 2 is that length, though. And that's not good enough. Huh?
Oh, I wish. The Blimp says, for me, the best playthroughs you do are Soulsborne or late night horror style. Maybe go back and redo something. I could do that. Any survival horror games you guys want to see me replay, maybe? Just for fun? Just for a little bit of variety until something else comes out? Right? I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm down for that, too. You know me. I love survival horror. I'm always down for survival horror or something like that. But what would it be? What would people want to see?
Was there any progress figuring things out? Oh man, that's a great response. Because
what was that?
what is the progress? Did we make any progress? Probably not.
That game? Isn't there a game out right now that plays like a PS1 survival horror game that people said they wanted to see me play? Right?
Good choice, Silverblade. Oh no.
People had mentioned this recently. They said it was like a game that looks like a PS1 horror game, plays like a PS1 horror game, and it's like a throwback homage game that people might want to see me play. Crow Country? Crow County? What's it called?
Well,
people don't even know the name of it. Crow Country? What is that?
Dude, you don't even know
what is that and how do you play it? Like, where is it available?
How do you play it?
Murder House I know about. That was one that people had nominated a few years ago for Halloween, but it didn't make it in. Tormented Souls is great, and I played it and loved it, and the playthrough did well a couple years ago.
Didn't they do a sequel? Why didn't they play the
Crow
sequel?
Country is Steam. Would it run on my mini PC?
No, it would kill it. It's gonna.
It's also on PS4, PS5. Okay, do we want to do that? This Crow Country game?
Wow.
I'm down for something different.
Dude.
We want variety and mix stuff up.
We got 30 minutes left. Let's go. Let's fucking go. And then we're going to the next layer of hell.
Slaughterhouse for TurboGrafx? Yeah, I do remember that. That was the one where you
Okay.
played the
The what?
the killer. You played the chainsaw wielding, hockey mask wearing guy. Remember that?
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that?
No, I'm not saying that's instead of System Shock. We're talking this out. Crow Country, unfortunately, it's cost $600. Oh, darn. $600 to play Crow Country. Damn.
Oh my god.
Oh, let's
dude,
see here.
These. Can we move on?
By the way, I have to get to shout outs because we have
to
to end this
get
show
to
so I can do my
shout-outs.
react show.
We have to.
Crow Country. Let's see here.
All right, we're just gonna
Yep.
move ahead.
Here is 1990.
Man.
Came out. It's relatively new.
Oh.
Oh.
Hades 2 was relatively new and it failed, Phil. So,
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
That's sounding interesting, and it's $20. What about the System Shock
It sounds interesting. It came out relatively new. It's interesting. Okay.
remake? For some reason there's no prices listed. That's great.
Oh boy, let's come on.
But he's on console now, yeah.
Why didn't he go to whatever? He probably doesn't know. You could look at the PlayStation Store on his computer. Probably doesn't know how it works. Probably confused.
Well, I mean, that's two good options, I feel, then. For variety. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about Crow Country and System Shock Remake for variety? Get rid of multiverses for now, right? Now, as for Hades 2 again...
So, we're going to be adding 2 games and removing 1.
This is a tough decision because I really want to keep playing Hades 2, but if people are like, no, don't do it now, then maybe we hold off on it and we do something different, right?
He should play The Answer. You know what? That's what he should play. Load up Persona 3
System Shock Remake is $40. Yikes, why is it so expensive?
Yikes. Maybe because it's a good remake? I mean, why is anything?
All right, well, here's the deal.
All right.
We have a couple days to figure this out. Basically, Tuesday is the day that's up in the air right now that we don't know what we're doing, right? So we have a couple days to figure this out. I'm out of time for now because I have to do shout-outs and then end the show. Out, right? And go from there. I'm down for these new games. I'm down for something different to mix up the content, to do more variety for the next few weeks. And by the way, like I said, next week, we're already kind of packed because we have the 2 React things I have to do for Summer Game Fest and Xbox. So already next week is kind of rushed, okay?
Right.
But outside of that, we're still going to have a week or 2 before Elden Ring, so we're going to need stuff for it, okay? All right, we have a lot of shout-outs to do because I haven't done any. So, thank you to the following people. We got to get through these fast. Oh, let's see here. Lou, thanks with the super chat. When are we getting Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Guitar Player, 1939, 35 months as a member. Thank you so much. Jordan with a $10 super chat. Tip concerning Hades 2. I'm getting to tips in a minute. Thank you. Lester with a super chat. Luthace with a super chat. I'll be honest, the videos you react to aren't good. I'm not even going to stab at that one today.
Oh my God.
This is a whole different discussion of the whole idea of the react show is that it's interactive and people pick the clips. If you're saying the clips suck, there's not... How do you blame me?
Again, you got to give him money to submit the videos. Then when he watches it and skips around and whatever, you have to then tip him again. He wants to double dip in your wallet, dude.
I'm not picking the clips. That's not the premise of the show. And by the way, before you say we'll change the show, that's the only income that channel gets. Is the show. People who become a member for that show. You understand? So if I cancel the show, I make no money on the channel. I might as well not use the channel anymore. So that's not the solution. But that's something to discuss for a different day.
Well, why can't he just use the channel? He, again, made a living off of one channel in the past. And now he can't just do one channel for free? It has to be a money-making venture.
Today I was more concerned with the game rotation, not with the react show. We can talk about the react show later. Okay? Jordan gifted a whole bunch of memberships. Congratulations to what?
Oh, man. Not listen to that.
Jordan also did another super chat. Stacks, 5 months as a member, says, go on a honeymoon, we would support it. Again, it's not in the cards right now. It's something we'd like to do. It's just not in the
Yeah,
cards
they're
right
gonna
now. Like,
support
we
it.
can't do
My
it.
God,
Even if we had the money
man,
to do it, we got
really?
Jasper. It's like we can't do anything right now. You know, it's life.
Oh my God, I hate how you talk about
Lester,
Jasper.
the
Like,
super
dude,
chat says,
come
break
on.
the chains that bind you and take flight. Thank you. Jordan did
Yeah,
another super
right.
chat says, please do a nice stream of Stardew Valley.
He's not the one
I think
in
we
chains,
should at
you
some
guys
point,
are.
because at this point now, I have the means to play it easily, and it seems like you guys like it as a chill stream, so maybe we will do that soon. We'll do it as a late night chill stream for variety. Gustavo Fring did a super chat and says, hello, my name is Gustavo Fring. That's fascinating. Thank you, Gustavo Fring, for telling us that your name is Gustavo Fring.
Oh
By the way,
God.
anyone feel like some chicken right now?
Dude, that's so funny. It's redundant.
Thank you, Gustavo.
Thank
And
you,
then Shao
Gustavo.
Kahn Artist. 36 months as a member, earning that diamond crown. Says, just seen the Silent Hill 2 remake trailer today. What did you think? I'm curious. Everyone seems to have a different opinion about it.
Yeah,
All right,
he's
so
the
now,
only person who loves it. He loves
tips.
the remake.
First tip of the day. $30
Fuck
tip from
off.
Jordan, who says, sorry I couldn't support Hades 2. I hurt my back. I was
saw
in tons of
Blueberry,
pain.
like,
I'm
I'm
sorry to
moving
hear
on.
that you were in tons of pain. That really, really sucks. I know, as someone
Yeah,
who's
and
had
this pre-stream probably
severe
didn't
back
help you.
issues, severely herniated disc, among other issues. I know how awful
This
that
dude
feels.
is saying this, and DSP had to make it about himself. Man, cool guy.
I hope that you feel better, Jordan. Thank you for the tip.
Feel better, Jordan. You know, Jordan
Okay.
is kind of like DSP, if you think about it. Because every time Jordan seems to talk, it's always about him and what he wants. What if Jordan's DSP's secret son? What if? We're gonna get a super chat from Jordan. Hey Phil, I just want to say,
Okay.
I'm actually your
I received a
long
$2
lost son.
tip
Long
from the
story
friendly
short,
gremlin. I love
I'm coming
multiverses, but the
over.
chat during the stream was negative to the point of toxicity, so I
Well,
didn't
this
stay
is
very
your
long.
turn.
You're right. Everyone on that stream was complaining, this game sucks. This is just a knockoff of Smash Brothers. If you're gonna play Smash Brothers, don't play
Oh my God, listen to
toxicity,
this.
so I didn't stay very long. You're right. Everyone on that stream was complaining, this game sucks. This is just a knockoff of Smash Brothers. If you're gonna play Smash Brothers, don't play Multiverse.
Again, this dude said, why would I play the Soulsborne knockoffs when I could play the actual Soulsborne, man? And when he's being told the same thing about multiverses, look how fucking mad and sad he got.
I agree with you. I did not like how that was going at all. But at the same time, again, as people say, this is not some huge censorship stream. If people want to voice their opinion like that, they can. I will agree with you.
Now they can, dude. There's so many pre-streams and little segments of streams where he banned people for saying this game sucks. Like, if you're gonna say this game sucks, I don't want you here. Bye bye. And then he bans them. He bans them all the time. And now he's like, well, they want to say the game sucks. That's their prerogative. Like, man, which is it? See, this is what I mean. It's hard to kind of follow along his own rules because he barely is consistent with it. It's just random. One day he'll do it, the next day he won't.
I'm playing the game and enjoying it and having fun, and I turn to the chat and everyone's just pissing on the game, right?
Correct.
There you go. This is hilarious. I got a $1 tip of someone who literally didn't listen to a word I said. He says, complaining to your audience about money 6 days a week is a bad look and it's going to turn off your audience. Who complained about money on this podcast? You didn't listen to a fucking word I...
He just said in this video that if I do this thing, I'll go out of business. And I won't be here anymore. Like, dude, all these things go hand in hand. And in the same video, he mentions that this stream got carried by one person, which is why I went out of my way, man, to find that clip of him saying, so what? And now he's saying it wasn't about money. Man, this dude, man, I can't take it.
Word I said. You believe what you want because you're a toxic jerk. This is not about money. It's about putting out streams people want to attend and engage. To do content.
And then in his chat, everyone's reacting with laughter emojis. They're laughing. He is saying this, being serious, and they're laughing at him. You know, this might be the best feature of YouTube because it just shows, and it doesn't name them anyway, so you're never gonna know who's laughing.
Content people want. I'm not streaming for myself. I'm streaming for an audience. I need to be doing streams that people want to attend. When I'm playing Hades and there's less than 200 people and people aren't talking for 5 minutes in the chat, that's not a stream people want to attend. You're an asshole because you have to try to say something that's completely false.
What?
When I'm playing Hades and there's less than 200 people and people aren't talking for 5 minutes in the chat, that's not a stream people want to attend. You're an asshole because you have to try to say something that's completely false. Literally, I'm not in dire straits financially. No one ever said that. Don't put words into my mouth, you fucking disingenuous jackass. Thanks for the $1 tip.
What did the tip say? Did he even read it? He just mentioned
RC
that it's about money, but it's like it is. But he didn't. And yeah, he did. But again, I don't know what the tipper said. I'm assuming because I don't believe he said it because I don't think he mentioned that he's broke or whatever the fuck. Because that's not what he was talking about. But he was talking about money. Okay.
RC the $2 tip. Here we go again.
Here we go.
Would you shut up about support? Literally, we're not talking about support. You're a disingenuous jackass. Kiss my ass. Love.
Don't talk about support. They're not saying like, dude, you're saying you're broke, but he did that too though, which is really funny. Where he mentioned in a weekend preview, or whatever that he's like broke, and then he goes and Instagrams a restaurant, and then says the next day, "Who said I was broke?"
Love people like that because they only hear what they want to hear. Literally, this is not a single complaint about that. This is about me trying to connect with the audience and know what you guys want to see so I can put out streams you will attend and enjoy. I'm not streaming for myself. I'm streaming for an audience who wants to see stuff. That's why I'm streaming. So I want to do stuff you want. If the answer is Crow Country and System Shock Remake and get rid of multiverses, that's okay then. I'm okay with that. That's legit feedback at least, right? What you're saying is literally a lie. I didn't even say that at all. You're a fucking asshole.
Okay. All right, move on. What's next?
But again, last night on the Daily Wrap, massive thumbs down and comments. How dare you speak to your audience like this? Speak to your audience like what? Say, I want to know what you want because I want to be entertaining to the audience. Massive thumbs down and comments. How dare you speak to your audience like this? Speak to your audience like what?
Like what? Dude. He got mad at other streamers for saying similar shit. And he's like what? I'm just telling you as it is, man.
Say, I want to know what you want because I want to be entertaining to the audience. And
if all you're saying is, hey guys, I noticed that I'm just wondering, do you want to see any other game than Hades 2? And then that's it. And that's all people would talk about. But no. Instead, he was like, guys, no one's chatting. If it was for Game Tracker, I'd make less than $10. Okay. Cool.
And I need positive, interesting, legit feedback. That's wow. If you think that that's bad talking to the audience, you are a coddled little brat. You think that everything should be about instant gratification.
This dude wished he had kids at this point. Man, listen to this.
Legit feedback. That's wow. If you think that that's bad talking to the audience, you are a coddled little brat.
Again, talking to us like we're fucking children. But this dude is like the biggest baby in the world. He's the king of babies.
You think that everything should be about instant gratification and everyone should just kiss your butt and hold your hand and tie your shoes for you.
You want your hand held. This dude, so many rants to even count where he wants people to hold his hand. You guys are not telling me what to do, man. Okay, if no one's gonna tell me how to play Spyro, I'm not moving. I'm not playing. He literally said that to his chat once. And then he was on and on about how oh, you guys are not telling me what you want, so I don't know what you guys want. Tell me what you want. Tell me. Come on. But we're little brats that are entitled. Meanwhile, this guy is demanding people tell him what to do. Okay.
You put on a nice little ribbon on your neck and spruce you up, comb your hair for you, Sonny, because you can't do it yourself, right? That's who you are. What the fuck are you talking about? Because I speak to you like an adult, like a human.
You don't.
Honest.
But you don't talk to us like we're adults. You don't. You factually don't. You don't. You had to explain produce to your fucking chat, dingus. You had to explain the role of fucking the president. I don't know, maybe not, but he definitely could explain the role of the president. It was his politics channel. But this dude talks to us like we're fucking children anyway. He makes poo jokes and makes silly faces and just do noises. Like that's his commentary. I've never seen anyone who's older than me or about my age who streams like talk to their audience like we're a bunch of babies. It's always just like, yeah, man, let's do this, whatever the fuck, whatever. But I go to him and it's like, well, Hershey squirts, man. Oh, dude, I'm like, the character's walking out, he's gonna take a big ass shit. Okay, butt slam. I just did a booty bounce on fucking Geef as Honda. Honda, dirty diaper Honda, man. That's mature adult humor, I guess. Oh my god.
Hey, I want honest feedback. Let's make streams you guys want. Oh, how dare you speak to me like that? What the fuck, dude? Hold on. Your mom's coming with your ice cream cone in a few seconds, all right? She'll be in the door to wipe your ass after you shit, too. What the fuck are you talking about?
Dude? Fucking, I wondered, when did he learn how to wipe? You know what I mean? did he ever learn?
Unreal, these people.
Unreal, man.
Stereotypical dollar. It says you're at your best when you play or react to things you enjoy. Not force yourself to play and watch what others want. It's frustrating to see you drop what you enjoy because of negative complainers and trolls. Sarah, I agree with you 100%.
But dude, he does this, but then says like, well, people are, oh my god, this is so ridiculous. Because he has said many times when he dropped a game, well, you guys told me to drop it. You guys begged me to drop it, and I agree. Or whatever the fuck. Now it's like, it's a shame you're dropping it for us, man. Okay.
100%. I told you I'm enjoying the stuff I'm doing, but if it's not working, it's not working. And again, as I've become older and wiser and more mature, I have to understand that in life, you can't just do what you want all day. You can't. As much as this is a hobby as it is a job for me, and as much as I enjoy
Dude, look how lame this is. This dude goes on and on about how other people are doing stuff for the paycheck. Oh, they're doing this because they have to do it for their business, man. Not unlike me. I do it for the fun of it. And then he does this where it's like, I can't do stuff for fun all the time, guys. Like, dude, this is so fucking disingenuous. And he's mad at other people for being two-faced about what they're saying. This dude is the king of two-face. He's the king of two-faced babies.
doing this. I don't have the luxury of 24/7 doing the things I want to do. I have to adjust to what the audience wants. The audience is outright telling me through attendance, engagement, and support, multiverses and Hades 2 are not working. I need to mix it up and do other things. That's what I'm seeing. I'm playing multiverses, and the majority of chatters are complaining the game sucks. We don't like this game. Do something different. I'm playing Hades 2, and I'm turning to the audience, and half the time no one's talking in the chat, and we have record low viewers. That's a problem. It's a big problem.
Big problem.
We can't just rely on, one person may come by the stream and drop a tip tonight, and just because one person...
He literally said, so what? It's about people coming in and supporting. But now one is not enough. We need armies of whales.
Drop the tip. Now everything's worthwhile and great and rainbows and unicorns. No. The attendance is still bad. The engagement is still bad. Unicorns. So I need to fix that. I need to do things people want. That's what I'm trying to figure out right here.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so there was a tweet he made today that he replied to another YouTube channel that was talking about like, oh, our videos are not getting enough views or whatever the fuck. I don't know what they were talking about. But his reply was, "Hi, I am a longtime YouTuber, and I want to help you out because you guys are cool and you guys are dedicated. You see, with engagement, you gotta do this or whatever the fuck." He gave some fucking lame advice, and I'm thinking to myself, he just complained about low engagement like this whole week, and he's on Twitter to help another channel with their engagement problems. Yeah, I listen to this guy. He knows what he's talking about.
And it sucks, you're right, because I am enjoying, for sure, some of this stuff, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Nothing I can do.
I can't make people show up. And again, aren't you supposed to keep people riveted with your commentary? If people don't show up to hear the commentary because of the game I'm playing, I can't make it entertaining. Do you understand?
Yeah, so why make... Again, this is what he's admitting. This is what he's admitting. He is saying, why would I entertain the people that are there when there's not a lot of people? Why the people who showed up, why would I entertain them? I don't have 200 views. Does that make you sound like a cool guy? Like, dude, come on. You're not, like, dude, come on. Come on now, dog.
Understand?
That's like you go to a movie theater. It's like going to a movie theater, okay? And you're sitting in the theater where they're playing Kingdom of the Apes, right? Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, whatever the name of this new ape movie is. You're sitting there and you're the only one in the theater. Then the movie theater people come in and says, "Sorry, we're not gonna play the movie. We don't have like 10 people here, so you're gonna leave. We'll give you a refund, but well, I guess in DSP world they wouldn't get a refund, so whatever. But they'll say, yeah, we're not gonna play the movie because you're the only one here. Like they're not gonna do that. They're gonna play the movie.
And I can't. There's no one there. Again,
No one.
The case
170 people equals no one. I just want DSP fans to sit there and just listen to that every time. Just think about what he just said, but they're not going to because they're in DSP's community for a reason. Okay.
case in point here is if I just said tonight we're gonna do a late night chill stream, everyone show up and hang out, I get like 500 viewers. We get people hanging out, talking, engaging, having a good time. Oh, tonight I'm gonna play Hades 2, 170 viewers. What's the difference between those two streams? What's the key factor? The game. Not me.
Not me, Reed. But what game is being played? Whatever. Okay. Oh my god, Mike.
You need to make your viewers want to show up. That's the dumbest statement I've ever heard. I need to make my viewers...
You got it. Let's hear this feedback again.
You need to make your viewers want to show up. That's the dumbest statement I've ever...
You gotta make your viewers want to show up. Like, obviously, he's not saying literally, like, you gotta go to their homes and, like, hold them at gunpoint to watch your streams, but you gotta, like, create something that's gonna make them want to show up. Like, oh, he's gonna play Persona 3? I want to see that. That's it. Like, shit like that. And stuff that he does. It's why he hypes up all his fucking lame-ass streams. That's him wanting you to show... Dude! That feedback is a nothing feedback. Because it's generic. It's a generic feedback that he already does. That's why you get the schedule segments. Guys, I'm gonna be playing with top tier rated Brian in Street Fighter. I got a mic and everything. Be there, man. And that's why I said, oh, this is gonna be a special stream. Show up Friday night. It's gonna be a special Friday night fights and all this other nonsense. Like, all of that is to make the viewer want to show up. He already does this. And DSP's gonna shit on it. Again, DSP has no thought. He has no brain power at all. If he had a brain, he'd just realize, what is going on here. But no, he's too dumb.
I've ever heard.
The
I need to
guy.
make my viewers want to show up. So what I should do is use my psychic Professor X powers.
Oh
to
my
go
god,
inside
dude,
of your heads and change
drink bleach. Go find the closest bleach bottle you find in the house and drink it and just review it for us. Just tell us the taste of what Clorox tastes like so we don't have to drink it, okay? Just do that for us, Phil. Just drink some bleach and tell me how it goes. Because goddamn, this dude is so stupid. So stupid. Man. Just shut up.
your thoughts about a game that you don't like to make you show up to my stream of that game. Here we go. You ready? Hades 2 is a good game. Come to the stream.
Oh my god. Dude, this
What
dude,
the
man.
fuck are you talking about? Yikes. People actually think that way too.
He'll never
They
change.
believe that.
What
They
a
believe
sick joke.
that like content
I am
creators
not crazy.
are like
This
psychic
chicanery?
beings or
No,
something. Like,
he
what are you
orchestrated
speaking
it.
about? On
I
what
want
planet
you to
do you
speak
live?
the
Not
truth.
Earth.
I did
Maybe on
not make a
Pluto.
mistake.
You could content creators are. What the fuck are you talking about?
Man, I have too much.
Yikes!
The
People
Chuck
actually
Buzzword is too
think that
good.
way too. They believe that. They believe.
Oh my god.
He'll never change. What a sick joke. I am not crazy.
That's the one I wanted. I am not crazy.
That like content creators are like psychic beings or something. Like, what are you speaking about?
Dude,
On what planet
come
do you
on. When I streamed, I kind of feel like I get a bitter audience when it comes to JRPGs like Persona and all that kind of stuff. So I do kind of play that mostly on my Twitch streams. I do play fighting games, and I do see that there is at least some people that are interested in seeing it. But this is stuff that I just kind of gather, whatever. But it is what it is. I also just stream whatever, and that's it.
planet do you live? Not Earth.
Not Earth.
Maybe on Pluto you could do that. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell are you talking about?
All right.
An anonymous tipper tipped me $1 and says, "How long has the Chun-Li animation been around? Have you finally got them all working? What's the best way to privately
my
reach out with a
God.
suggestion?" Tends to flag for spam if you do that. As for the animations, I've had those for a few weeks.
I do not give a fuck about these animations. Do not give a fuck. And dude, you know what? It is insane. I was listening to a podcast today, and I leave and I walk away because I know I could hear the YouTube in the other room. Like I left in the den, went to the kitchen just to get something. I know I could hear the YouTube from there. So okay, and then I hear a long silence. I'm like, did my internet go out? Is it buffering? Like, why would it be buffering? It's like, there's no reason to have a buffer. I go and it's just DSP sitting there silently, just staring in chat because his fucking noise gate just silences everything. And it shows us how little he has to say in life.
What on earth? Oh no. I literally got the worst. Oh no.
This chicanery?
You do what I do because you're funny and you can make people laugh.
Oh
what
no.
a joke.
The rule of law, this whole thing.
You can't keep getting away with it. By the way, the schedule's outdated. I forgot to update Nightbot. You ready for this one?
away with it.
We got to end the show on this one. Just listen to this. I got a dollar tip, and here's what they had to say. Streaming Hades on a Saturday and expecting people to show up in droves and engage and support is laughable. Normal people are out spending time with their families.
You know what's funny about this? On a deeper level, I actually left and I watched Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes during his night stream. I went to see the movie. Great movie, by the way. I like the movie. I liked it more than I thought I would. Because usually with a movie like that, it's like the more that comes out, it might the quality may just kind of start to decline. And I think the one before this one, I didn't hate the last one, but it was one that was like, this is kind of fun. It was okay. It was good. But this one was really good. I really like this new one a lot more. But man, I went to see the movie, so I didn't get to see Hades too. So I proved DSP's point, man. I had a life and I love to see a movie.
And friends on Saturday. It's the weekend. I know you don't have friends to spend time with in real life, but most normal people do. That's why you had 200 viewers.
I feel the vibe.
Is there anything else I have? No. But
I feel the vibe.
there you go.
The reason that there was low attendance and engagement on last night's Hades 2 stream is because it was Saturday and people have lives and better things to do.
Why isn't this not a possibility? It's the weekend. It's a weekend night. Like, dude, this could be a thing. Now, he could argue, surely, well, other Saturday streams don't do this bad, and I play games on Saturday nights and it does fine. Whatever the fuck. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Sure, he could say that, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that this can't be true, too. I mean, dude, you know what goes on in other people's lives? You don't, right? Okay, so, the absence of evidence isn't the evidence of absence. Or is it the other way around? Whatever. You know what I mean.
Than watch people on the internet. Because as you know, last night, Saturday, June 1st, absolutely no one on the internet got any viewership whatsoever. It was a dead night for everyone. I mean, let me tell you.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god.
This laugh.
Let me tell you.
Oh my god. He's struggling.
Oh my god. Oh.
But you don't get the same viewership as these other people, though. Oh my god.
Oh.
People have lives. That's stupid. And it's not like things can change at any point, or that Saturday just happened to be a busy night for DSP's fan base or anything. No way. They all have the same schedule every week for the rest of their lives. That's it. So come on, man. Stop being stupid.
I can't get over it. I can't get over it. I think this person actually was being serious too. That's the sad. I think they were actually being serious. They actually thought that like was like an insightful comment. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my lord.
Holy moly.
Holy bajoli. Viewership ebbs and flows. No, it should be one
Jordan did a
stable
super chat and said,
line.
oof.
Oh man.
Oof.
Well, I think I'm gonna stop using oof now. Thanks, Jordan. Piece of shit. And
Anyway.
Phil.
All right,
Phil,
we got to end the show. So by the way,
are we
schedule-wise,
gonna
here's the
end it?
deal.
Are
Today,
we gonna
it's
end
the
it?
React show over on DSP React. So if you're here live, stick around. You'll see a link to head over there, and we're gonna do a nice clip show over the afternoon.
We have like
Okay.
6 minutes left.
Tonight on the late
Or
stream,
5 minutes left.
DSP. Retro React over on DSP Throwback of Mario and Sonic at the 2012 Olympics. It was great last week. I'm looking forward to it again. It was a laugh riot. It's gonna be really fun. Tomorrow, Fallout 4 and Street Fighter 6, and I'm gonna try Zangief tomorrow night with no lag and see how he does. He's been improved dramatically, supposedly.
Supposedly.
Tuesday is the day that's up in the air at this point. I don't know what we're doing Tuesday. Originally, it was going to be Multiversus and Hades 2, but now it's looking like we're doing something completely different. I just don't know what yet. Maybe we'll try this Crow Country game. I would like to say Hades 2 on Tuesday night, but maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should do 2 new games on Tuesday. I don't know. I'll think about it. Wednesday, more Fallout 4, and if all goes according to plan, which I'm not sure yet, it looks like I'll probably be doing the next session with Brian in Street Fighter 6, now with the mic enabled, so we'll be able to hear each other via voice chat. But I need to lock that in and confirm that beforehand, so please bear with me. I'll let you know in a day or two. I have to make sure with him that's okay, because we're still going back and forth about it. Okay? Good stuff? All right. And,
Alright, is that it?
another jerk, so.
Another jerk.
These people
Get 'em
tip
outta
just to
here.
complain, and then I'm not going to read it. They're just morons. Anyway,
Okay.
it's time to end the show.
Alright, we're ending the show,
Thank you guys for your feedback. Sounds to me like Multiversus is done, which is sad, but what can you do?
It's
Well, I guess we'll
Not a
probably
sad
start
life.
something new on Tuesday. We just got to figure out what. We'll talk about that more tomorrow.
what could it
And
be?
as for Hades, it's up in the air. Okay? But anyway, thank you. Let's end the show.
Thank
Let's have a
you,
great day
Dean.
reacting to stuff. I'll be back tomorrow with gameplay for those who like the gameplay stuff, because a lot of you don't care about the reacting stuff. I know that. And
Oh god.
I'll be back. So thank you all. Thank you for your honest feedback. Not for the moronic shit that play for those who like the gameplay stuff, because a lot of you don't care about the reacting stuff. I know that.
This just looks like you're going to like a what's a good example? Well, anyways, it's like you're going down the street and see these two guys just standing in front of you, and they want you to go to like a the spa with them or something. They want you to take you to the gym, but then you're like, I don't want to go to the gym with these two. They don't look like they know how to use a gym.
And I'll be back. So thank you all. Thank you for your honest
And
feedback.
then they take your money.
Not for the moronic shit that some people said, but thank you for those who were here with
tell you,
honest
guys,
feedback to
don't
try to
worry,
help improve the stuff.
All
right.
It's going to a
And
hat.
time for a
Oh my
reassessment,
God.
right? Trying to hit
Dude,
that some people
look,
said, but thank you
not
for those who
this.
were here with honest feedback.
The animation of the slideshow and this effect is like, oh my God.
To try to help
I love
improve
it.
the stuff. All right. And
then it's like, all right. Then you got the B Army. The B Army shows up.
time for a reassessment.
And then this one even looks more demonic. This is like a demonic bee. Like, you see this bee like flying around you, and you're just scared as fuck. Like usually you're like kind of like nervous around a wasp or a yellow jacket because you don't want to get stung by them, and you're just like, oh God, this. You feel a little bit on edge about it. You get that, but it's like more amplified with this bee because if once this bee stings you, you'll just give him all your money. Like, you lose all your money, and then you become homeless, and then like that's not enough. He will keep haunting you until he gets everything from you. Then you'll go and sell your organs. Then you'll die or whatever the fuck by the end. Like, it's a slow death that this particular bee gives you. It's awful. It's an awful way to go. Everyone will see that you got stung by him, and they'll just be sad. And there's no cure. There's no cure. You're just, it's a one-way ticket after you get stung by the demonic bee.
Assessment, right? Trying to hit, like I said, they hit the reset button and do some new stuff in addition to the stuff that's working, so we have a better month. Correct? All right, guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow.
Like, I can see
right.
that maybe
We gotta
not
get
all
set
of
up
this
fast
is intentional on his
because
part, but
I ran late on this show.
It's different. You know what I mean?
By the way, remember, no one shows up on the weekends because everyone's too busy with their friends and families. So I should never, ever make content on the weekends. We all know that. I mean, that's totally not the most insanely off-base thing I've ever heard ever on the internet. The people who sit around on the internet watching.
This is every time DSP mentions the Brofist army in his little example, I just picture this. Like, that's what he's doing. He's doing the Brofist
stuff on the internet, have things to do on Saturday. They can't be there. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Right.
Right, correct?
That sounds to me, that comment, it sounds like someone just found the internet. They're like, oh, what's this? This glorious thing where you can have stuff you can watch all the time? Oh, that's great. Well, sadly, you know, I'm busy with my family on Saturdays. I'll be back on Sunday, though, after church.
Wait, what?
What's this? This glorious thing where you can have stuff you can watch all the time? Oh, that's great. Well, sadly, you know, I'm busy with my family on Saturdays. I'll be back on Sunday, though, after church.
Dude, isn't this why he, like, archives his videos so you can watch it whenever and all this other stuff? Like, again, it runs back into the same problem. What is the point of like, uploading the stream archive if you expect them to watch the stream? Correct? Like, if they miss the stream, they can't watch the archive? Like, okay.
What?
I'm like debating.
What the heck?
Taking another hit. But
Anyway.
I don't think I'm gonna do it.
All right, let's
Because then it'll be too crazy.
let us adjourn. Let me get the
We're really getting derailed as it is, and
logo.
We're going through the layers of hell. We have another layer to go through.
and the
by
proper
way.
pop-ups. Might have to refresh and log back in because a lot of the times this thing tends to not work after not looking at it for a week. Let me hit refresh.
Oh man, we're doing money checks.
Oh, looks like it will work. Okay, cool. All right,
When will we learn
everyone,
to use
thank
the
you so
mini PC
much
to watch YouTube. I mean, why does
for a
he
great
use-
podcast. Thank you to
whatever,
those who supported the podcast
too
as
much
well.
brain power.
Any other support today helps the React stream. You know, last couple of weeks we had pretty low support for the React stream. So if you like the React stuff, please support it today over on DSP Reacts as we head over there. All right, and I will see you over there.
All right, guys, we finally made it through the first layer of hell. But I just want to see if there's any new clips. I know there's some clips, but Okay, no, nothing majorly new. Yeah, nothing else. So we got Crow Country. By the way, I did post a new post on the community tab. I hope you guys liked it. It was from my figure drawing session I went to, which is why I had to get in the last video pretty early. It was a good time. I have also some quick sketches that I did also that I may upload somewhere someday, maybe. But let's watch this. Because why not?
Now, the other thing I want to say before we get started. Yesterday, we had a very honest discussion, right? We did on this very show. Some people understood it, respected it, and gave me good feedback.
Man.
Others, who were completely immature, took offense, whined, bitched, and complained, and ran to detractor content because that's what they do.
Get a load of this shit.
And gave me good feedback. Others, who were completely immature,
Why are you focusing on these others? Whatever.
took offense.
And they took offense. Remember, guys, he's like understanding that people can like take things the wrong way or whatever, and all this stuff. Like he tells us that we have to think about how Cat would respond to stuff all the time. But when DSP's on that end of the spectrum of like, when he should do the same kind of thing, he can't do it. Like he doesn't know the other end of the camera, who's watching and how they're gonna take what he says. And then if they misinterpret it, instead of just being like, this is a major fucking issue with this guy's personality, is that if you're saying something that you're not intending to be negative or offensive, and if someone is offended by it, naturally you're gonna say, "Oh, I didn't mean it that way. I'm sorry, man. Like, I meant this. This is what I was trying to get across, or whatever." Or they would just try to rephrase it and try to get a common understanding. DSP's gut reaction isn't to do that. It's to, "You're stupid, idiot. Fucking open your eyes and open your ears, idiot. Listen to what I'm fucking saying, and then you wouldn't be stupid and dumb to think that I meant this other thing, stupid. Fucking idiot. You fucking I shouldn't have said that." Like, dude.
Whined, bitched, and complained, and ran to detractor content because that's what they do, because they're immature people. Goodbye.
Swaggins did that, by the way. He says this, but Swaggins did that. Swaggins literally did this. He got mad at DSP for not listening to him. Of all things, he leaves DSP's community, didn't want to be a mod, made a Twitter post about it, didn't get the attention he wanted, then went back to DSP and then became a mod again. Like, that's literally his audience. Swaggins literally did that. Like, dude, there's a point where you do see, like, even with that person who did the YouTube shorts, in my opinion, like when that person like left to go and do detractor stuff, I could see people being skeptical because, again, there's so many people that just do this for attention, and then they go back to Phil because they didn't get what they wanted or whatever all the time. And it's like, whatever, if you want to like just do whatever. But at the same time, like, people are just not gonna like be like, "Oh yeah, man, you're cool," and then whatever. Just don't do shit for attention. If you want to stop doing stuff at DSP, don't do it. It's the same thing for other people. Like, don't make a grand exit to then just make more DSP videos. You know what I mean?
Don't come back. If
Don't
you
come
can't have
back.
an honest conversation about something, then you shouldn't be on the internet.
that's
No
Swaggins.
lie. I got a comment. This is a good comment I got from someone.
Good comment.
They said, "So yesterday's podcast is a disaster, and here's why. Everything I did on yesterday's podcast..."
Wait,
no
how
lie.
did it start?
I got a comment. This is a good comment I got from someone. They said, "So yesterday's podcast is a disaster, and here's why.
Here's why.
Everything I did on
It was a disaster. Here's why. Dude, get a load of this. Get a load of this. Here we go. Let's lock in.
yesterday's podcast is wrong from a content creator's perspective. I was honest about my business. I was honest about content that I make. I talked to my audience as if they were viewers rather than friends.
No one I watch talk to me like they're friends, and I understand that they're just a dude streaming or whatever. Again, the parasocial relationship angle, like, you could say whatever about people making stream content. If you think it's like, trying to get that, that's fine. You can think that. That is, like, that could be very much the case. But the responsibility is also on the viewer. It goes both ways. It's not just a one way, one thing deal. It's like cigarettes are addictive, but are we gonna blame cigarettes for people smoking them? No. People should be aware that cigarettes have dangers associated with them, and if you want to give it, if you want to buy a pack of cigarettes, go ahead. But don't be surprised when maybe you're gonna get lung cancer, maybe you're gonna get addicted to them, whatever. All this stuff. It's like it goes both ways. Yeah, the cigarette companies are responsible because they made the product, but at the same time, they do tell you at least that this is that, but it's still a dangerous product. Whatever. I'm fucking talking about. But this dude, he just keeps talking about like, I'm so honest with my audience, and people hate it, dude. Not everyone needs to know about a shareholders meeting. Like, that's the problem. I shouldn't have to sit there and hear you talk about like, oh, today's stocks are low. Like, come on, man. Like, do I go and like, if I want to buy like a No More Heroes 3, do I talk about the fucking sales of the game and the success of Grasshopper Manufacturer? Come on now, dog.
Basically I did everything wrong, right? I was honest with my audience. And because of that, that doesn't play the game. That doesn't make people feel all cozy, warm, and at home.
Dude, you
and instead
make
some people
content.
start to
You
get
know what's fucking bullshit about this? This dude goes on and on and on. How, guys, I make meaningful content that you get to ignore the realities, the real world. You get to escape from your life that's stressing you out, and you get to relax with me, and all this other mumbo jumbo. But now it's like, yeah, they hate me because I don't make you guys feel cozy wozy inside, man. Like, holy shit, dude. You brag about it all the time, though.
apprehensive and they start to get all afraid because Phil's telling it like it is. But here's the thing. That person's absolutely right with that comment. I agree with that.
No. The criticism that he speaks too much about his business is that it's stuff that isn't going to lead to genuine support. Because if someone's telling you, like, guys, I really need you guys to like step up. I don't know if you guys want to watch this and all this stuff. Because it's the extra stuff that play it up, and then it's gonna get people to show up. And are they showing up for the game, or are they showing up because you made them feel a certain way about it? Like, if he just wanted to know what game he wanted, that he wants. If he wanted to know what his fans wanted to watch him play, he would just ask, hey guys, like, do you guys want to watch? Do you guys want to see another game, or do you guys want to see a different game that's to be played? What do you guys want to see, or whatever? And then that's it. But no, we get to hear how it's like, he might go away and he needs to figure out, and people are called brats for suggesting Hades 2 and blah blah blah. And instead of just like, guys, I streamed Hades 2 and it seems like you guys may want to see a different game. Do you guys want to see a different game, or should I continue Hades 2? And that's it. That's all he had to say. That's all he had to do. But no, DSP had to go diva mode. He had to be like, guys, I streamed Hades 2 and like no one was there. Like 170 people were there and like 10 people talked. What do you guys want? I can't have streams where one person supports and like 10 people are talking. Okay, guys, what's going on? Should I keep playing it? I'm scared, man. If I play this, are people gonna show up? I need to find out right the fuck now. And all this other stuff. And it's like, he doesn't think that acting that way may lead to people showing up to a Hades stream not for genuine reasons. Like, dude, come on.
With them. The problem is that's not who I am, and it's not who I've ever been in the 16 years I've been on YouTube. I've been the outlier. I've been the guy that does it different. I'm not here to coddle people. I'm not here to kiss butt. I'm not here to make you feel like you're my personal close friend. I'm not here to create a false parasocial relationship with you so that you think, oh, my best friend Phil, let me come to his stream and throw money at him. That's not who I am.
He has called his viewers friends before. He said, "Hi, my friends. All right, are you guys ready, my friends? My friends." Like I feel there was a DSB clip of my friends at some point in time because it was worse in like 2018, 2019. He did that a lot, but uh he also says, like, guys, like, when you guys show up to my stream, we're like relaxing, we're chatting, we're having a meaningful discussion, but we're not friends, but we have meaningful discussions. Like, dude, what?
That's never who I'm going to be. And I'm not going to change to play the game.
And he
That's
also
why.
said that he has said he viewed. You know what? I'm gonna do a pig go fact check. Go. You are my. Let's see if this pulls up anything. I consider. Wait. You, my friends. Like Kate is considered friend groups. He now considers you a friend. He's okay. That's not like consider us friends. Okay, no, come on. John, I consider my closest friend. Consider a real life friendship. It wasn't. Consider doing a reaction for each to your friend. Considered friendly and to the dragon board. Friends list is, if so, I would consider. What? Okay. And certainly not today. My friend consider. Oh my god, what the? Oh, okay. This is not a good situation I'm in. But I'm pretty sure at one point he said, "I consider you guys my friends, man." At some point. At some point. He said some version of that.
Why, while everyone else on YouTube who played the game got bigger, got more views, got exclusive access to content and rights to play games early and sponsorship deals, I stayed where I was because I know my role. I'm different than the rest of them.
He doesn't form a parasocial relationship, dude. He found two girlfriends through his fan base. He talks to his viewers like they're his friends. And I guarantee a lot of his mods consider him his friends. He considered Kekin and Popsicle his friends at one point. He considered, and they were viewers, by the way. And you know what? It's kind of like funny in a way, or whatever. The Air Raid Lord is probably the closest Easby got to a stalker. If you think about it, He fucking made videos complaining about him not spending time with Chris. Like, Chris made videos upset that DSP didn't spend time with him. He had all his other stuff. Like, that was probably, like, if DSP didn't, like, hang out with him at one point, he would probably do some crazy shit. I mean, now it might be a little different, but the Area Lord, I don't know. It was weird when you think about the videos he would upload. So if you think about that, it gives you a whole different perspective on the Area Lord. It's crazy.
Them. And I'm not a shill and I'm not a dishonest person. I want to be transparent with my audience. If things are not going well for various reasons, I want to tell you that so that we can figure out why things aren't going well, get to the root of that problem and solve it. Instead of pretending like there's no problem, lying to you with a big smile on my face.
But again, it's not that there's no problem. It's just you could solve the problem on your own in less aggressive means. Again, if he just said, "You guys want to see another game?" no one would care. But this dude had to be like a little baby about it and demand engagement. And then said that in the last video, in that layer of hell, he literally said, "You gotta commit. You gotta suggest a game and commit." And then he's sitting there saying, like, "Guys, I'm just telling you as it is." Okay.
And saying, "Hey guys, I'm your best friend, throw me money." Newsflash, I'm not your best friend. We are
and then,
friendly, especially.
you know what's fucking weird about this though? He says like we give money to streamers because we're friends with them, or that we consider them friends. Okay, does anyone just give your? I mean, I had friends. Why didn't they give me any money? Then again, I was friends and I didn't give them money. I wonder why. Like, think about that. Like, why does it have to be we have to be friends to give money? Why is it always a innate connection? You know, that's been a consistent thing lately. This dude is like, well, I've been friends with John and I gave him money. Howard, we're not friends. Why are you mad? And Howard's like, I didn't get paid. You're not my friend, Howard. What? Again, imagine this dude ran a business. He would just tell his employees, like, you're not my friend, I'm paying you what I'm paying you, and you're gonna eat it. Like what the fuck is this dude talking about?
Especially if you're a regular on my streams and I know you and we have conversations, but we're not best friends, right? I have a life. I'm married, you know? I don't misrepresent myself on my streams or anything like that.
I'm married,
and
stupid.
At the end of the day, yes, this is my hobby. This is what I love to do. I have passion for it. This is the best job I've ever had, but it's a job. And I have to treat it as such. Because the moment that I don't, the moment that I stop acting like this is a job, basically, we lose ourselves. And I think sadly that's what's happened. A lot of these content
creators lose ourselves. We stop treating it like a job and we lose ourselves. What the fuck are you talking about? Dude, we're talking about your streams.
Oh, well, you know, this is so different, right? You're my friends and we're going to hang out and, you know, and then it's crazy. It's just crazy bullshit.
That's crazy.
I mean, fucking people like Pokemon and shit shouldn't even exist.
Oh my god.
And the only reason they do is because their entire existence is a parasocial relationship with a bunch of fucking losers on the internet.
Does he know what Pokemon does? Like, dude. Oh my god. Like, I don't know much about Pokemon. I know the only thing I know was that she watched Avatar: The Last Airbender once and then she got banned. And I was like, okay. Like, that's it. I don't care to know more. But this dude keeps bringing her up and it's like, this guy probably knows less than me. And he's just sitting there like, well, yeah, Pokemon shouldn't exist. Who are you to say who shouldn't exist then?
Who toss them shit, and they're never honest. They're just always fucking being there just to receive payment for that nonsense, okay? I am never going to be like that.
Oh yeah,
all right, never.
Pokemon also the person that did like the gamer bathwater or whatever the fuck. She sold that, but it's like, you know, to a point, you gotta admire the hustle. You know, you gotta appreciate the hustle. She knows her audience. And she sold them a product that she was like, yeah, they're gonna buy this shit, and they bought it. So like, come on, you gotta appreciate the hustle.
Ever, because I'm honest. So you know, sometimes I'm gonna have a situation where I'm gonna have something important to talk to you about, and I want to tackle it, and I want to be able to do that. And there's so many people. I hate to say it, and I said this yesterday. I'm gonna reiterate. There's too many people, an entire generation, who seem to be coddled. When you were growing up,
this boomer rant about like people being coddled is so ridiculous, dude. You're complaining about children at this point, but like, who are like, dude? You're making internet content, things that like I could find another streamer in a second.
Your parents told you were the most special person on the planet.
Like, you know. He's like a lover of business and competition and all this stuff, but you gotta also understand he's in competition with others. He's not really giving a good reason for why I should stick around. Because usually when you're streaming and you're doing content, you're making videos or whatever, you're trying to like convince the person that you're worth to watch or that they should stick around or whatever because they may enjoy it, whatever. But this dude is like mad that he has to put the effort. Like, dude, come on.
It's like you grew up in a bubble. You grew up inside of a fucking, a cellophane wrap. You grew up inside of a bubble, what do you call those?
He doesn't even know what they're called. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And he's using it as an insult. Maybe know what the fuck you're talking about before you insult me, dumbass.
Bubble wrap? or like, you know, you're inside of a padded fucking room, you're all cozy with your fucking
He
stuffed
tells us to get into padded rooms all the time, so is that where we belong?
animals and shit. That's not life.
With stuffed animals. Oh my god, dude, this stuffed animal slander.
That is not life. That is
That's
not reality.
life. That's not life, as he has a fucking Sonic hat, the Sonic stick figure behind him. He has toys around him. He has gamer pictures behind him. He had these weird like cringe setups in the past of his in his streams and all this stuff. He's reminiscing about the old days all the time. But okay, this is real life.
Reality. If that's how you grew up, isolated like that, you're going to find at some point in your life, you're going to have to go out there to the real world, and it's going to be a shocking surprise when you realize not everyone cares about you and is going to treat you like life's special.
Dude, you can say that about him. You're gonna realize no one's gonna care about you. DSP, this is DSP realizing no one cares about his Hades 2 stream. This is how he reacts. And this dude is telling you you're gonna go crazy when you realize there's grass outside your house. But this dude gets like 170 viewers and said those are nobodies, and he needs to figure out how to get more people and all this other shit. This is him like deluding himself that no one cares. And he's the one saying this? Oh man. Oh man.
Special snowflake. Okay? Some of the responses that I got to stuff like, well, we wanted you to play a game. You didn't immediately drop absolutely everything that you were doing to play the game at the day it came out of nowhere.
So when Dragon's Dogma 2 came out, he dropped what he was playing to play that game. He literally did. I forgot what game he was supposed to play that Friday, but he decided to play Dragon's Dogma 2 because of day one views. Literally because of day one views. Again, this dude is saying this, but look how he acted about day one views in the past. This is incredibly ridiculous. Incredibly. You know what? Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on a sec. All right, I'm back. Clearly for this, I just had to do another small quick little hit. Let's get back to this layer of hell.
Where, therefore, no one's ever gonna watch you ever play that game ever again because you were a few months late. So you're an asshole then.
Oh,
you're a completely entitled brat. And you're mad at me because I don't drop everything to do what you demand the day that you decide that you want.
Oh my god, dude! Like what?
Immediately drop. Not everyone cares about you and is going to treat you like life's special snowflake.
Oh, okay.
Some of the responses that I got to stuff like, well, we wanted you to play a game. You didn't immediately drop absolutely everything that you were doing to play the game at the day it came out of nowhere. Therefore, no one's ever going to watch you ever play that game ever again because you were a few months late. So you're an asshole then.
Dude, he has told us in the past, oh man, like no one seems to care about this. So like, no, if I don't play this now, people are not gonna care about it later on. If I play like next week, people are gonna already move on. He knows people move on from shit. By the time you play it, people saw the game already. Ugh.
You're a completely entitled brat.
You're a brat.
And you're mad at me because I don't drop everything to do what you demand the day that you decide that you want it. What the fuck kind of an attitude is that? But you see, this is me speaking honestly to an audience.
This is like bullshit. Like, again, this is negative. This dude would be so pissed the fuck off if people said that he was a spoiled brat about getting tips and getting support and all this stuff. He'd say, better yet, the Turkey Tam video, he got so worked up over the phrase 10 years of failure, which is like an opinion. Like, it's a negative one, but whatever. Like, failure is a generic word everyone uses in their lives at one point or another. And this dude took it as an insult. But then he's like mad that people got offended by being called brats and other kind of nonsense. And it's like, dude, these are used as insults. If you're annoyed that with that mindset itself or whatever, fine. Just say, people are saying that I didn't play the game day of. Like, look, I don't think it's that big of a deal. This game is roughly new. Like, I don't think people are just not gonna care about a game that came out in the same month or whatever. Like, that would be a normal thing to say. But DSP cannot think like this. And again, this is me being stoned, coming up with like better things to say than what this guy came up with. And he's 42 years old, who is supposedly not on any drugs. I mean, he does drink a lot of alcohol, but that's different.
And if you understand what I'm saying and you get it, you're not offended because you're probably mature. You probably
dude, this is like the Neil Druckmann defense. This is how Neil Druckmann handled that whole thing about calling people bigots. By the way, he just said. Well, pretty much, because he was pretty much saying like, "Oh, I didn't mean to say it like that," blah blah blah. He said the usual PR nonsense. But dude, like, this is the same kind of shit where Neil was calling people bigots, and then people are gonna say, "Look, if you're not a bigot, then you shouldn't be offended, man." I mean, the context is only slightly different in the sense of like, you know, bigot is a very like strong accusation, and there were people who disliked the game that had reasons to dislike it. So that's why I would say like Neil Druckmann was more about talking about people who didn't play the game and just had like very like surface level insults that were not like grounded in the issues with the game or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? But it also hits different when he's like a public figure that he made a statement on Twitter that's like, yeah, you know, this is gonna just incite people. Like, you probably shouldn't have said that. It's that kind of thing. But he's saying, but he was upset that Neil did that because he called everyone bigots and it's awful, man. But then he's calling people brats and he's like saying, well, if you're not this, you should be offended. Like, why can't he use this logic when Neil Druckmann was calling people bigots? Correct? Okay.
probably are, a little older. Younger people totally wouldn't get that because that's what they've been grown up and catered to understand. The internet is instant gratification. Everything I want, I should get immediate.
Who told kids this? This makes what? Let's hear this again.
A little older. Younger people totally wouldn't get that because that's what they've been grown up and catered to understand. The internet is instant gratification. Everything I want, I should get immediate.
I grew up with the internet. I didn't feel that way. I just understand how the internet works because, like, you can load multiple websites. It's a crazy place, Phil.
And if I don't, that's awful, and I whine and cry like a baby.
No one's whining and crying. Dude, they went to see another streamer. He asked, why is no one here? Oh, because, like, this other guy played it before you, so I watched him because he was giving it to me, like, when the game came out. And he could have just said, oh, okay. But no, instead he's, like, upset that the person did that because they're a spoiled brat. Dude. Man. God damn.
You'll get nowhere. You'll literally get nowhere in life if that's the case, right? The reason that I'm still here after 16 years is because I'm different, all right? And people either like or hate that, but for some reason they want to watch it, right? So there you go. I'm not going anywhere. At any time, I will go somewhere when I decide that I'm done, right? The day that I said, I'm done, I don't want to stream anymore, that's when I go away.
What?
But outside of that, I'm going to still be here making
what?
Immediately.
Dude.
And if I don't, that's awful, and I whine and cry like a baby. You'll get nowhere. You'll literally get nowhere in life if that's the case.
Okay.
Right? The reason that I'm still here after 16 years is because I'm different. All right? And people either like or hate that, but
how are you different?
For some reason, they want to watch it. Right? So there you go. I'm not going anywhere.
When did anyone say that he's not going, that he's going it somewhere? Dude, he went from saying that people are entitled because they want instant gratification to, I'm not going anywhere. What is the correlation? Whatever. Okay.
At any time, I will go somewhere when I decide that I'm done, right? The day that I said, I'm done, I don't want to stream anymore, that's when I go away. But outside of that, I'm going to still be here making content, having a good time, doing what I love, and doing what you guys love for as long as I feel like it. Doesn't matter how many people don't like that and want to fucking, we're going to shut him down shit. No, you're not. It's never going to happen. It'll be when I decide that I step away from streaming and content.
He's had these rants so many times. They're all, like, falling into each other. His brain is a mess. He's combining rants at this point. He's combining. He's going crazy, dude. He's going to lose it. Soon he's going to be talking about fapping. He's going to, like, bring that rant back up. Somewhere down the line. It's just gonna, like, just surprise you.
Content creation, period. Okay? Jasper is now attacking the new microphone. He's wondering what it is. He's very curious. So anyway,
Okay.
yeah, after yesterday's
Man.
discussion, that was very honest. It seems like there was definitely different ways that people reacted to it. Some people could not believe that I was honest with them. It was like the first person in their life was
Oh
being
my
transparent
god,
and honest.
dude, like,
And
this is so fucking obnoxious to listen to. He talks to you like you're a fucking, like they're fucking children. They've never been told honesty before. DSP, no one has been honest with you at all, by the way. Most of his chat are a bunch of LARPers and, like, fake fans and fucking, and trolls. All these people in his chat, and he eats it up all the time. He falls for so much shit. It's easy to convince him. Like, you read that YouTube comment, no thought of maybe this is bait, maybe this is bullshit, and he took it as fact. He looked at us like, wow, this blows my mind. And it's like, dude, this is like garbage nonsense, and you're eating it up.
they were like, they couldn't take it. Like their heads exploded and their brains shot out of their ears like liquid. And they just got so
Oh my God.
infuriated that someone
Dude,
would speak
this
to
is
them.
like him reacting to my video. He must have, well, because I did the recording as this was going on, so he must have telepathically, through his hypnosis, saw that I was like getting fucking crazy over his fucking video. So he's saying that he's describing me as bullshit because it was bullshit anyway. This whole thing is bullshit.
To them like that. It's like, dude, don't you understand that if I said something yesterday that offended you, you were the problem?
I'm the problem?
Because a lot of people watched yesterday and
What did I do? I didn't show up. Oh, damn it! There you go. I went to see a movie instead of watching DSP play Hades 2. Damn it!
weren't offended. They were fine. They were like, yeah, we get it. Totally
We
right.
get
Yeah,
it.
it's not instant gratification. That's not reality.
Dude, yeah, of course. Not. Oh my god, dude. Of course, sure. There are people in his chat that don't care, or is like, yeah, we get it. That doesn't mean that it's good behavior. Like, dude, Nintendo does bad behavior, but people who buy Nintendo games kind of understand that, and they're like, yeah, it sucks, but like, I like Zelda, whatever. But Disney says we need all to wise up and boycott Nintendo and kill Nintendo. But DSP will sit there and say, guys, you are being ungrateful and stupid and spoiled. Oh my god.
It's in life, good things come to those who wait. Phil's working on improving and doing things that we want, and that's cool. And if you were offended by me saying,
and again, he wants to do improvement to get rewarded for it. He's not doing it because he genuinely cares. If it was up to him, he wouldn't do anything. He wouldn't get that new capture card. He wouldn't get the second mic. He wouldn't do half the shit he's doing now if it wasn't for other people and the reward he could get from it. The potential of reward is greater when the fans are directly involved, like these instances, than him just going out of his way on his own to find what he needs.
hey, grow up, guess what?
Grow
You
up.
needed to grow up, and maybe you shouldn't be here. And the truth is, it's not my mainstream viewers that acted like that. It's a bunch of fucking troll-ass idiots or people who ride that fucking in-between.
Again, if it's the trolls, then why are you tailoring your content to them? Why are you listening to them then? Shouldn't you be listening to your fans? So why do you listen to your fans? Okay, and so why don't you just say, wow, my fans are cool, and say like, my trolls are seething right now, man. They're dancing around in anger. Oh my god.
Spot. So now they run to the detractor content. I don't care. Go watch detractor content. You can go hug Duty streams and memology all day and circle jerk them and give them money because you're a fucking loser. I don't miss you. All right?
Okay. King Goku was in a lot of detractor chats, by the way.
So, yes,
Not,
if I'm going to do better for you, I need
for you
honest feedback. I need to know what's working and what's not. I'm not going to pretend like everything is fine all the time, or else I can't get that honest feedback that I need. Like what I determined yesterday from our honest discussion
What do you
was that
determine?
multiverses just is not working for most people.
No.
Okay, it's just not. All right, people think that multiverses is kind of a ripoff of Smash Brothers.
They kind of think
they
this.
slowed down the gameplay, and people don't like watching it because of that. Plus, there's a lot of online connectivity issues. I agree
man.
with those statements. I am still enjoying the
Oh, now he
game,
agrees
but
to
it's
those
obvious
statements.
the viewership probably isn't. So if that's the case, and you want me to do something
Okay.
completely different, excuse me, I'll do something completely different. And that's the feedback I need. I'll never get that feedback unless I'm honest with my audience. If I just sit here and say, you're my best friend and we're all happy and everything's good and everything's roses and unicorns and smiley faces.
This is like nonsense. It's like, come on, man. Yeah, if people are like super positive, yeah, they may be faking it and whatever. But you don't have to be like, you don't have to be that mega positive, but you also don't have to be like fucking diva mode, baby rage, entitlement mode either. Like, holy shit, dude.
This isn't a business. This is our hangout session. Come to my clubhouse. Come on. And then I give you a name, a generic name. You know what I'm saying?
Generic name, you know what I'm saying?
Right? Like, what would be the generic name that we would name everything here? You know, everyone, the Brofist Army or the fucking, the Champions Club or whatever. Like, let's make a generic name so I can pretend like we're besties, right? And I could call you that.
Like, no one does this to their best friend. I mean, the only time you could kind of argue that would be like with your partner. You would say like you have like nicknames for each other, but that's like a totally different thing. But no, I don't go to my friends and be like, all right, I'm gonna call you the Greek gang. Like, no. Like, dude, come on, what the fuck?
And then you'll come and you'll throw me money, right? No, I'm not doing any of that. I'm literally never doing any of that.
And no one said he should, bullshit. By the way.
You know, the DS peeps. See how stupid that shit is? You understand how dumb that shit is. That's why I'm never going to do that. Yes, this is what I love to do. This is what I have passion for, but it's also my business. I have to treat it as such, and we have to have real conversations about that to make out what's best for everyone, for me and you. What I'm liking isn't necessarily what you're liking, and what you want isn't necessarily going to be what I always want to do. We have to find that happy medium to find the balance, right? Like right? Fallout 4, doing pretty good. The Street Fighter 6 stuff right now, doing pretty good. Let's keep that going.
These are all games he wanted to play, by the way. What about the games that the viewers want him to play? You notice that the games that the viewers want him to play, it's always wrapped in some kind of negativity. I've said this many times because this dude is like, you know, he hates playing games that other people want him to play. Like, Baldur's Gate 3, the most successful game, but the whole time he was belly aching about the game and was happy that it was over. And all his other shit. Stardew Valley was one of those games, I think, as well. I think he got mad at Nick about that game as well. He come on.
Multiverses isn't. Let's do something different. I'm okay with that. Even though it's sad to see it go because I like it, I'm okay, and we'll work on that, right? Cool. What's wrong with having that conversation, right? Because people get offended. I don't care. Be offended. Be fucking...
No one was mad that he wanted to find another game to play. It was just the stuff that surrounded it. This dude says shit and doesn't think about it. And it's like the same thing every time. Every fucking time. He goes on these rants. He always does this shit. Like, dude, come on. Come on.
Fucking offended for the rest of your fucking life and live in your bubble and leave me alone. And everybody else, too, for that matter, because normal people don't care that you're offended at everything. Really, they don't. We don't care that you go run on X and complain. You go to your fucking little...
Again, he calls Twitter X. My God, who calls it X? Only losers.
Cox, you make your videos and you fucking do your dumb shit. No one cares. Go complain somewhere else. And fucking leave us normal people alone. We've had enough.
So why did you focus on them? Why not focus on your positive community?
Okay. So, excuse me. All that being said, let's now get to business, shall we? Schedule for this week is including 2...
I just want to hear that part again one more time.
Stupid that shit is? You understand how dumb that shit is? That's why I'm never going to do that. Yes, this is what I love to do. This is what I have passion for, but it's also my business. I have to treat it as such, and we have to have real conversations about that to make out what's best for everyone, for me and you. What I'm liking isn't necessarily what you're liking, and what you want isn't necessarily going to be what I always want to do. We have to find that happy medium to find the balance, right? Like Fallout 4, doing pretty good. The Street Fighter 6 stuff right now, doing pretty good. Let's keep that going. Multiverses isn't. Let's do something different. I'm okay with that. Even though it's sad to see it go because I like it, I'm okay, and we'll work on that, right? Cool. What's wrong with having that conversation, right? Because people get offended. I don't care. Be offended. Be fucking offended for
Like, no one is like, dude. He keeps doing this all the time. He just says stuff, puts it all together, and that's what you get. This dude is a fucking lunatic. Uh, I think he kind of goes on another crazy rant, unfortunately. So let's see. Finding balance, special stream announcement, game choice discussion.
Number one is what game we're playing tomorrow. We have a few options that we have to figure out, okay? Number two is what are we going to do? Well, I'm going to tell you how we're going to cover these upcoming live events. But the thing is, this is kind of a take two of me trying to live react to these game events. Last year, it did not go very well. All right? I'm just being honest. Last year, you guys outright gave me massive feedback last year. You said, we want you to live react to these events.
I'm not watching the gamer news.
So I did. And it didn't go well. Well, I'm trying it again this year.
Actually, you know what?
If it doesn't go well this year, I'm going to forewarn.
Let's fucking go. We're doing. It goes.
By the way, there is another piece of news from earlier in the week that I forgot to cover. I'll discuss it briefly. So we've talked over the years about how Twitch TV essentially is pretty unprofessional.
My favorite.
And one of the things that I always called them out for is that if you're not aware, guys, they really don't have a lot of proper staffing when it comes to key important things. Like you would think, oh, when it comes to like moderation of their site on people who are streaming there, they'd have like highly trained professional staff. Wrong. It's a bunch of volunteers.
Wrong. DSP claims that this is a business and he doesn't pay his moderation staff. So again, why is it okay for the DSP business company to have volunteer mods, but not okay for Twitch to have volunteer mods? I mean, sure, you could definitely argue Twitch is a bigger company and they could probably afford to pay for mods than DSP supposedly is, but I mean, come on.
Which is how things get misidentified all the time. They make a mistake and then they have to repair their mistake. That's what happened with me. My trolls mass reported me saying that I had said a racist word. I never said the racist word, but the moronic volunteer staff just believed them and suspended my account. Then, within 2 hours, an actual intelligent human reviewed the information and said he never said that.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny shitting on volunteers, actually. Think about it. These people are doing it out of, like, oh my god, dude. When people criticize his mods, they're volunteers, guys. You can't complain. They came here for free, man, and they decided to mod for free, man. These people at Twitch are volunteer mods. They're taking time to mod an entire website for free, and he's like, yeah, they're stupid and they fall for stuff all the time. And then the intelligent humans realize the mistake. But the thing is, like, as I said, the slur incident was probably done by a bot, because I think it happened to another streamer that they got banned because the bot they had assumed he said the N-word and then banned him. I think it was something like that, and then he got reinstated, and that's why that was a big story at the time. Now, of course, you could argue maybe they changed it since then, but I doubt it.
And then they restored my account. But because Twitch is run by a bunch of dumb volunteers, that's how the site performs. It's a piece of shit. And it always has been, but it just gets worse and worse over the years. So to continue on with my line of, reasoning here, Twitch has decided to ditch their safety advisory council. Excuse me. Boy, I said that completely wrong.
When this was formed, DSP just said nothing about it. And all that people talked about was the deer person. And I'm still wondering what happened to that. Like, I was just like, did anything really come out of it? Everyone was saying it was gonna, like, they're gonna do some weird shit. And it was like the same kind of shit Twitch has been doing for years. Like, it didn't seem like anything changed when they made that council. It just seemed more performative than anything else.
Completely wrong. Their safety advisory council. So this was a council of people who they apparently had hired and were paying to look at things on the site and say, is this safe for viewers? Is this safe for our audiences? Is this the kind of content that our business wants or not? Well, let's be honest. The entire site is now rife with fucking girls taking their clothes off, You know,
Dude, like that's every website, like ever. The thing is, he acts as if this is new. By the way, he fucked up his leaderboard. I just noticed that. This is like, there's now a gap here. Cool. But yeah, this has been a thing for a while. Like even when he was streaming on YouTube, in like 2016, 2015, whatever the fuck, he made a tweet about how Twitch streamers are like whores or hookers or whatever the fuck. Like you're better to spend money on hookers than on a Twitch streamer or whatever the fuck. And it's like, dude, come on.
you know, kissing up to the viewer, so men will throw the money. Sexualized content, immature content, stuff that shouldn't really be on a professional site. It's essentially a softcore porn site, right?
But again,
like a lot
what kind of site is Twitch? See, this is the kind of like thinking that's really dumb and dangerous, because this is the problem. What about, so like if you're gonna ban like no nudity, right? What about people who paint or draw? Like it's like my figure drawing guys. Like, should I be banned for that? Like no, it's a drawing. And it's like art. It's like, you know, so like it has a context to it. But like all these companies, like Gumroad recently said, "Oh no, adult content on our site because the payment processors don't want that because they think it's gonna like lead to like they just want to make sure that it's not like being charged as like uh sex stuff, whatever the fuck." But it's like, dude, these are like paintings. Like, come on now, dog. But this is Twitch, a streaming website, and like, yeah, you may not like the content and all this stuff, but like, why shouldn't they exist? They could exist for a reason. Like, who cares? Just don't watch it. You know, isn't that what DSP says all the time when it comes to his content?
half of Twitch has become a softcore porn site, and we all know this. Now, some people just accept it and continue to use it. Others said, fuck this, and left, and I left. I'm like, fuck this, and I don't want to be part of this shithole.
No, DSP, you left because you couldn't milk money on Twitch anymore, because this literally happened when he was on Twitch. I remember when people were like bringing up the bathtub stream, the hot tub streams, he was like, that has nothing to do with me. I'm like streaming video games, and like they can do whatever they want. I'm just here, man. Okay, I don't care about what they're doing. And that's it. That's all. And that was in a chat post, and that's all he said about it. Now he leaves and he's like, dude, it's now becoming this thing. Dude, you were complaining about this for years. And this is happening for years. But now it's too much. Like, dude, fucking get over yourself. Get over it.
So, you know, that's what's going on over there. And this was when the council existed. They have decided to get rid of that council.
And this is the dude that said that there needs to be a management shift in Twitch. They need to change how things are moderated. This is like a big sweeping change, correct? And it could be in response to how bad they were at their job. And DSP is sitting there like, dude, look how stupid this is. He said that the council was stupid, and then is saying it's also stupid to get rid of it. So what do you want them to do? What did he mean by management shift if this isn't it?
And now it's just going to be vetted ambassadors. Okay? What exactly does that mean? That means fucking volunteers. The same system that they use now for moderation that doesn't work. That at a moment's notice, if someone reports you for something that literally didn't happen on your stream, they will punish you anyway. They're now going to do this for everything on the site, including what they deem safe.
If they're not, but
does that sound like somewhere you want to work? That at any moment, a bunch of fucking people who aren't even employees, who aren't responsible, could just flag your stream, say,
just because they're volunteers, that doesn't mean they don't represent the company. Okay.
That it's something wrong, and then they take you down. And then they have to fix it after the fact. So now it's not only just...
That sounds like DSP's moderation. No, think about it. It's just like DSP's moderation system. His mods may ban you for whatever reason, but if you go to DSP, he will reverse it all the time. It is so funny. I've said this multiple times, that this dude kind of disrespects his own moderation staff by undermining their decisions. He doesn't even talk to them. He just unbans them. Someone could ban someone, and then he'll either talk them into unbanning them or just unban them himself and undo it, undermining their fucking authority. And then this dude is sitting there like saying, "Yeah, I mean, they're not gonna like they have these volunteers, they're just gonna do it, and it's not like the company's doing it. It's like, dude, they work for Twitch. Just be, like, come on."
Just, oh, you violated the terms of service, but it could be, oh, we feel like the stuff that you're doing is unsafe for viewing audience. Now, but it's okay to have all the sexualized content, right? But God forbid that you're on Twitch and maybe you say something political they don't like, they may come after you. Or you just have an opinion about vaccination. Now, but it's okay to have all the sexualized content, right? But God forbid you violated the terms of service, but it could be, oh, we feel like the stuff that you're doing is unsafe for viewing audience. Now, but it's okay to have all the sexualized content, right?
Well, technically, the sexualized content, who does it hurt? Like, sure, it hurts people's wallets, but that's, again, the problem. That's, like, on their end. Like, you know, like, dude, am I gonna sit there and start waggling my fingers at people who buy cigarettes? Be like, oh, how dare you buy cigarettes? Or, like, how dare you? Like, even if people give DSP money, like, who cares? Like, if they want to give DSP money, you know, let them waste their money. Whatever. You know, don't they should not take my money. I know people are gonna bring up like the welfare situation, but that's a different discussion entirely, in my opinion. That's like that's a different problem. But it's still like whatever. They're giving DSP money. That, you know, whatever. That's their decision. They're the one with the money. They can do whatever the fuck they want with it. But this dude is sitting there saying, "Well, these streamers, they shouldn't get paid. Why? Why shouldn't they get paid? I mean, you know, they're just making a stream. You don't have to give them money." Oh my god, whatever. And then he sits there and says, "Who's hurting for my content? Who am I hurting?" But then he says that these titty streams are hurting people. Who are how? Because they're getting money. But like, they're the ones that decide that, and then they'll either realize that they're wasting their money or that they're not spending that money to begin with. Whatever.
Right? But God forbid that you're on Twitch and maybe you say something political they don't like, they may come after you. Or you just have an opinion about
Dude, I'm telling you, this dude was terrified to even say the name Trump on Twitch because he convinced himself that just saying the name will get you banned. Not the stuff that surrounded why people mentioned him in the first place. Just the fact that if you say Trump, you're banned from Twitch. Because it was just so weird. He gets elected and he was like immediately terrified to even say the name. Like, dude, what the fuck? Like, a lot of people were just saying Trump the president all day, every day. No issue. DSP was afraid to say that. He said very, like, sparingly, said, no Trump, no Brexit. Don't talk about it. Okay, we're not gonna talk about it, guys. Okay?
vaccinations that they don't.
Dude, when they did that, okay, we're gonna be fucking petty. Yes, well, I don't want to lose my place here. Let's go back to YouTube. Guess what? Get a load of this. I don't know why my throat's like being a bitch. Oh my god, it's not showing up. Wait, no, that's Daily Rap. Come on. He did a vlog about it. Oh. Good riddance. What? Found it. What happened to Pot Chip? Good riddance. And I take down my Christmas decorations.
Little mini video here, everyone, as I take down my Christmas decorations.
It was a mini video. It was a video he decided to do.
Behind me, and I bagged them up for next year. I'm about to start playing a game, but a little mini video going on right now because this is what happened today on Twitch. All right, we all know what's going on in the world today. The crazy, fucked up, horrendous things happening in Washington D.C. and all over the country, supposedly. But the crazy thing that's going
And
on
you
right now,
know
people
what?
want this.
This dude is like, I'm not Mr. Political. I don't upload videos on politics. I'm not political. He made a video specifically about PogChamp that was also political because it talked about the fucking was it the January thing? Yeah, it was the whole thing that happened on January 6th. He brings it up, and which is like the most political thing that has happened. And he just like, I gotta do a video about this because PogChamp talked about it, and then he got banned from Twitch. I gotta talk about this one. But I'm not political. I don't make money. You know, actually this video literally spits in his face when he says, I've never had to make videos that made fun of other people or got a rise on anyone or whatever the fuck. He made a video that got 4.7k views 3 years ago. 3 years ago, he made this video.
Want this full screen? How could I do it full screen? It's gonna be hideous.
How am I gonna do this full screen?
You want this? Oh my god, that's disgusting. Look at that. This is what you asked for. This is disturbing. Holy shit, it's too big. I've got to shrink this somehow. Hold on. I got to shrink this somehow quickly.
Oh
Hold
God.
on a second here.
Dude.
That was way too close. It's hair. It's just fucked up. And I already had said my piece on Twitter. I'm done. I'm not going to talk about that again. But anyway, everyone knows the really bad stuff going on in Washington, D.C. Right now, which I don't support at all. It's fucked up. And I already had said my piece on Twitter. I'm done. I'm not going to talk about that again tonight. But
yeah, but you found another way to talk about it.
The big thing that just happened on Twitch, like literally half an hour ago, as I was getting out of the shower.
Dude,
this happened. Twitch has banned.
Dude, like, I never knew who the fuck Gutex was until, like, you know, I knew about the that he made the PogChamp face. That was like the most I knew him for, and then the rest was like whatever. And then this happened. It's like, okay, yeah, you know, he said a lot of dumb shit, whatever. But then, like, dude, it's like that's it. I moved on after that. This was like, he made it sound as if it was like the biggest thing to even mention. Like, I don't think the whole thing with the Gutex is like that big of a news story. It's just like, okay, he says something stupid, and then like Twitch was like, we don't want to be associated with what he just said. You know, let's get rid of the emote, and it is what it is. Okay, that's that. And then you would just move on, and you're like, okay, yeah, all right, I get it, okay. And you can think whatever. This guy gets the news, and it's like, I gotta do a video, guys. It's like dude, it's not that big of a deal. Like, okay, whatever.
The PogChamp emo, it doesn't exist anymore.
This was like him, like, piloting.
It's a global emo.
Making Moist Critical style videos.
Of all people, Gutex from the fighting game community, making his classic face for the camera. Or sorry, or whatever it is.
That's
right?
That's not even the face. He couldn't even get the face right.
So they removed it. Now, personally, I don't know anything about this fucking guy anymore. I don't pay attention to the fighting game community. You guys know that.
You know that.
I have nothing to do with that shit anymore.
Right.
But Gutex always had a bug up his ass about me.
Oh my God. And then he made it about him. It went full circle. It went from like, okay, I see he's doing a political video and it's like nonsense, but it is everything. In less than like 2 minutes, it's like, well, I mean, I just beat up a few things. There's like a few bullshit like contradictions in the same video. That is wild. Oh man, why did I open that video again?
They don't like. They make.
Oh yeah, because they brought up the vaccine, and then Kudex was also an anti-vaxxer, and it's like this dude sits there and it's like, oh, it's like, dude, you celebrated him being banned.
It's like, if you remember back in the day,
let's just skip ahead a little bit.
Life, you've probably got like, you know, the air particles in India, you know, what? The amoeba. Me negatively, nasty shit. So that year, I actually remember if another one bites the dust, some guy who had a bug up his ass about me over the years. I don't know why he ever had a bug up his ass about me. I really don't. I genuinely have no idea why the guy hated me or shat on me over the years in things he said whenever someone asked him about me. He's tweeting me negative shit. Again, last thing on earth I'm thinking about is Gutex, and he's coming after me every once in a while.
Coming after me, man.
You know? Ooh, yeah, I gotta figure out. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna move this cart right now.
Oh my God!
Oh, that's gonna fall.
What the fuck is this?
Put it on the wall back here, but outside of that, I get something new, and I have to get a new laptop. But that probably would be next month. I would look to do that this month. I got too much shit coming due State taxes are due. I'll have some freedom to actually get some improvements, which would be nice. Couple quick shout outs. Let's see here. Ninstar Rune had cheered, and I already explained the Gutek situation here, Ninstar Rune, so we don't have to talk about it again.
Okay, wait. You already talked about it.
At all. I'm saying, like, the things on the other side of the planet are the things that don't concern me. Oh, by the way, and Gutex. So, let me tell you, out of all the things in my life, it's like, all right, I win. I mean, you win, I lose, I tap out. I'm an old.
Dude, I'm like confused. Did he say like was it a good or bad thing that he did this? But he was like celebrating that he got banned.
He may come after you, right? So
And
wow,
then-
that's really where I want to work, where there's no professionalism at all. It's
No
just a bunch of fucking
professionalism.
kid streamers who are now.
But he like yeah, like he's like, well, Gutex said stupid shit, man. And then he's like, now he's like, well, you get banned for this. Isn't that stupid? Oh man.
Volunteers, approved ambassadors of safety on the site. That sounds great, doesn't it? Listen, I have no fucking clue why people would still stream on Twitch TV. I
Maybe
really
like
just, I
the
don't
use of
understand it.
it.
Dude, oh, discoverability. Who cares?
Who
The site's
cares?
dog
Who
shit.
cares?
Wow, you discovered me in a
Yes,
pile
let's
of.
listen to the guy who just cried about not being discovered on YouTube say that who cares about discoverability. Man, and this was another thing he begged YouTube to copy. YouTube needs to take Twitch's discoverability features. Twitch has better discoverability. He fucking cared about discoverability, and now he's saying it doesn't matter. Wow.
Pile of dog shit. But maybe you shouldn't be discovered at all if it's in a pile of dog shit. I hate to say it, if you get a following, if you're going to get established somewhere else, you should. Twitch should be the last fucking place that you should be wanting to stream.
Twitch is the future.
They've literally
man.
cut corners at every single moment to save money, less professionalism, less formality, and they keep making worse and worse and worse. The site is going down this fucking toilet spin, and I don't know why anyone would ever want to go there ever again. That's why,
Why would anyone
I've been
go
gone
to
for
YouTube?
3
It's
years.
toxic toilet juice, right?
Does it look
Correct?
like I'm dying and this is the end of my existence on the internet because I don't stream on Twitch?
He acts like it.
No. And I'm a small-time guy.
Dude,
If-
before YouTube got gifted memberships, and they kind of, we all know about the memberships. When he didn't have it, he was crying every day. He was like, guys, I really need the gifted memberships. He was even mad he didn't get the thing yet. He keeps talking about it. He kept talking about it. Now it's like, who cares?
If you have a following, you can stream anywhere you fucking want. YouTube, Kick, Rumble, you can go anywhere. They'll all accept you, and you're going to get a better experience. You know what I'm
How
saying?
do you know? You get a better experience on Kick and Rumble. Did you go there, DSP? Have you used it? And you know what? He said he got a better experience, but he also said Kick and Rumble, whatever the fuck, doesn't have good moderation. The chat can go wildly. There's no moderation. But that's a better experience? Huh? What?
So,
Okay.
get the hell out of Twitch if you can.
Get the hell
Again,
out of
again,
Twitch.
You know, I look at people, I don't know why. I don't know why they say, maybe it's just because you're comfortable there and you have your audience there. And listen, I can understand that because I was on Twitch and had that consistent audience from late 2016 all the way through, spring 2021. So you're talking 4+ years, and I had tons of, paying subscribers, followers, and my streams
Wow.
did actually hit their algorithm and
Just
would
talking
show
about
up as
getting money.
trending when I was playing a new game.
Wow, he was
So I would get
trending.
that viewership, extra viewership whenever a new release came out, right? I got all that. But at what cost?
At what cost,
Right?
man?
See, at what cost? A site that literally promotes basically porn, right?
Who cares? Porn is...
And is basically taking
fine.
advantage of, really gullible, stupid,
I mean,
or
of course. I mean, I guess DSP is terrified that there may be more Dereks in the world, but his number one fan is Derek. Man,
I hate to say it, young people who
DSP is so glad Derek is not back to hear this.
probably shouldn't even be watching that kind of content, right? And this is they're benefiting
God,
from it.
dude.
They're making
So-
tons of money on that,
There's
so that's
worse
why
things
they're allowed.
people can see on the internet. I kind of don't think a naked woman is one of them, or a naked person. Like, there's probably worse things you can see, like glass ass.
It. They need it to exist. They tried the whole just push gamers stuff and apparently didn't do well for them. So hey, sex sells, man. Just fucking keep pushing that shit, right? It makes a lot of sense. So,
What? Okay.
do you
Sex
want to be a
sells,
part of that? Do you want to be a part of a site that at any moment They decide they have a bug up their ass about you, and then they just unprofessionally kick you out of this program, throw you off the site, suspend your fucking business. What the fuck? That's not a way to make a living. It's not.
But YouTube has the same problem.
So
though.
I say,
again,
fuck
like,
them,
these
man.
aren't like
You know,
singular
seriously,
issues.
get them the fuck out of there.
The issue is just like inconsistent
Don't
moderation.
go over there. Don't
most
watch
of the
that shit.
time. But
You know?
whatever.
Don't,
Okay.
I'm sorry, I can't. Now listen.
Listen.
There's obviously tons of people on Twitch who are probably good people.
Yeah,
I
like
wish
Top
that
Tier Brian,
they
right?
would find
Top
a way
Tier
to wise
Raven.
up and go somewhere else too. But there's not much I can really do, right?
I try to
All
get.
I can tell you is,
Dude, that's like what he says about his parents about leaving Connecticut. Nice hair, by the way. Like he was like, I try to get them to leave Connecticut, but they won't listen. I try to get people to leave Twitch. They won't listen, man.
support them over there
on the Twitch
at all.
streets.
I would never go back unless I absolutely had to, and even then it would be a temporary thing. I wouldn't go
right.
back full time ever to Twitch. It would have to be just
right.
temporary till I can find somewhere else to go.
Every time he says, you know, oh man, I'm tempted, but I don't think I'll be able to find it. I don't think I'll be able to find it. We'll do a mini field trip. If I can't find it immediately, I think it was 2016. I know it's definitely 2016. The state of DSP. I believe it's this one.
Hello, everyone, and instead it just became raw stream. It's hot, so me covering the games. Firewatch, Mighty. You just said that that's okay for a vlog, stuff like that. But the important note here, my sequel would actually be a good game, right? YouTube search, and that video within 3 weeks, because we're about to enter the heavy gameplay season of the year, maybe $1,000, maybe a little bit more than that from Patreon. Now, and I didn't have the money to pay it now because good news is because of the that you know I didn't do anything. I'm here to the vlogging channel. If you want experience with you on YouTube, that's all I've ever been, and that's all I ever really aspired. If I had unlimited time, you'd to get my work, to get anything out there, a lot of there, unless it's so entertaining because it's dependent on how good or bad or entertaining that game is.
Oh my god.
In vlogging, then it makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
Do movie reviews, right? But I talked about Batman for.
Like, I don't think it's in the same video. Where
Care if
he said,
another YouTuber who doesn't really watch my shit heard.
He mentioned Twitch multiple times. I don't think it's the video where he has Twitch is about subscription. You gotta sub. You know that shit. It's not that video.
Just the raw gameplay. All right. And then the third change, which I think was a big one, and on the King of Hate vlogs, I started making individual videos. So I'll be honest with everyone. Did it explode? Did it become super popular? Growth here on the King of Hate vlog?
Maybe it's not this one. Oh man. One day I will fucking find it, and I'm gonna like celebrate finding it. But man, it is rough. I can't find what I fucking wanted. Feels bad. But he said he'd rather be homeless than go back to Twitch, and then the next week he went back to Twitch.
I mean, just to give you an example, right now, if I were to stream on Twitch, just listen to this. I would have to dramatically lower my bit rate, so all my videos and streams would look awful. I would have to lower my audio bit rate, so my audio would sound worse again. Okay? So you'd have lower resolution, lower frame rate, pixelization, bad audio. That's just the start. That's just the first step, just to even start a broadcast on Twitch. It's fucking 2024, and their bit rate that they recommend you stream at can't even do 720p 60 frames per second well. Wow, they really care about the quality of their stuff over there, don't they?
Maybe you don't need massive bit rates to do that.
They care about morons throwing money.
Whatever.
It's like, seriously, Twitch is like you walk into a strip club and you're throwing dollars at the stripper on the stripper pole. That's what Twitch is. That's all they care about. Okay. They don't care if it's quality. They don't care if it's sleaze. Just fucking keep tossing them.
Dude, like, do you think it's easy to like do pole dancing? I mean, he should try it if he thinks it's so easy. I mean, come on, think about it.
The money and they're happy. They're happy to have you, right? But you ain't gonna get any quality. Just like you walk into a fucking strip club, you ain't gonna get no quality. You're gonna get dirty, disgusting stuff. That's what you're gonna get on Twitch. They don't care about you. They don't care about the quality of anything on there. They just want the money rolling in. So go ahead, go to Twitch and dollar bill all over. Make it rain, right? That's what they want.
He loves it. He loves it when it rains. He had all these gifts bragging about making money.
Anyway,
Anyways,
all right, that's it for the news segment. I think we should get to shout outs for the day, shall we?
shall we?
So we start off with Pausen, who became, well,
All right. I think this may go into what I want to talk about as well. I mean, 'cause I feel like he doubles back on the trolls. I think he does. Quality profit. Oh man, I think we saw this. Oh my god. Oh, this is like annoying. Low-key annoying. Exit strategy. What?
so, do you want to be a part of that? Do you want to be a part of a site that at any moment they decide they
man, that he just called it exit strategy. That's funny. Let's see. Your interactions, game discussions, polling, discussion of potential support. Okay, I don't give a shit about that because it's bullshit anyway. Game recommendations, go with Brian, don't give a fuck. Chat language and interaction. Addressing chat language, recommending English. Okay. We recommend English. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Fallout. Boys, Jasper's distraction. Oh my god. Now we're getting Jasper segments here. Okay, they talked about the rest about. Okay, we don't need the rest. We caught up with this, but let's go to this guy. We're gonna hide the chat for now. We're gonna go back a little bit.
likes, and likes are
This is
it's a
important.
gamed system where certain people will always get into the algorithm and others don't. Hundreds of allows people to find it. So it was during an event, and I said, something special to do.
The question was like, what's the origin story of the bubbles?
Why don't I bring these bubbles in here? And I remember I blew bubbles with Jasper in the room, and again, he was terrified.
He said he got the bubbles for Jasper, and I wonder, when did he start showing off the bubbles? I feel like he showed off bubbles before the cat reveal. So, you know what I mean?
Of them, and he ran for the hills. I was like, this is never going to work for him, I guess. But as I blew bubbles on camera that first time, people were like, oh, would you do that as in conjunction with something? And I don't remember originally how he did it, but I do know that eventually what it became was that if people did 100 likes on any particular stream that I did, that I would blow the bubbles, right? So for a while, it was like a year or two, I was asking people constantly, hey, could you like the stream? If you enjoy the content, please like the stream. This adds engagement. This allows people to find it, and it's more discoverable on YouTube. Now, in reality, I think I was just blowing smoke up my own butt. I don't think that streams are discoverable on YouTube at all.
Oh,
to be honest,
okay,
I don't think that my streams ever show up in anyone's recommended at all.
Dude,
because you never.
He bragged about the discoverability of YouTube for so long. Dude, he was playing Resident Evil 4 Remastered, not the remake. And a dude said, hey Phil, he showed up in the algorithm, and I loved you in the old days, whatever the fuck. And he was like, whoa, man, you were from the old days? Oh, dude, I remember you. Whoa! And he was like so happy. And now it doesn't matter.
You never notice me ever playing a popular game and all of a sudden getting a boost, right? It never happens. And we've had many streams with hundreds upon hundreds of likes on them, and we don't get more viewers. So I think it's bullshit. The whole system, I think, is busted. It's a gamed system.
Dude, it's because you do weird shit with your streams.
Get into the algorithm and others don't.
But whatever, okay.
But anyway, people would like the stream. When we hit 100 likes, I would do a bubble blow. All right? Now, here's the thing. It was fun to do it first, but a couple things started happening.
Because it was free. Notice, yet again, when something is done for free to his fans, it immediately goes away.
The first is, and this is me being honest, the bubbles are kind of gross in an enclosed electronics-rich environment. It's one thing if you're blowing bubbles outside, or you're blowing bubbles in your living room and they go everywhere. This office is quite small, okay? It's not a big room at all. It doesn't even have good ventilation or anything. So when I'm in here and I'm blowing bubbles, they're getting on my camera, they're getting on my laptop, they're getting on the stick, they're getting on the joint.
When you go into your living room, right, correct, and you blow bubbles, you think they just go away into nothing? They go on everything in that room, too. This is some, like, childish logic right now. This is, like, not, a 42-year-old should not be thinking like this.
Joystick, they're getting on the fucking controllers, the headphones, they're getting on my PC screens, they're getting everywhere. So every once in a while, Why is it so sticky? Because bubbles landed there when I blew the bubbles. Now I gotta fucking clean my own all office here.
But guess what? When he does Street Fighter games anyway, he still rubs down the stick. Anyway, he was cleaning the stick anyway. Whatever. Okay.
Because gooey, soapy shit all over it. All right. So number one, it just wasn't clean. It was kind of nasty after doing it.
It does
Number
sound
two,
like he just didn't keep up.
sadly,
maintenance.
much like what happened with
doesn't
the
want the
vest
extra work.
streak that we talked about earlier today, what ended up happening was because
Except for the
bubbles
vest streak,
were
that
based
was
on
gone.
likes, and likes are free. Basically, my trolls had organized days. Here's what they would do.
Get out of this.
They would actually say to people, hey, go to Phil's streams and like the stream so he hits 100 likes, and then bother the shit out of him about blowing bubbles. And then, by the way, once he blows the bubbles, take your like away from the stream.
What if they took their like away because it took you forever to blow the bubbles? But also, who cares? It's a free thing. Why is he being so petty about people unliking the stream?
Because you may not realize this, but on YouTube, you can like a piece of content, and then you can remove your like. Right now,
Okay.
so right now there's 43 likes on this stream. If you liked the stream, dislike it right now. I'm serious. Try it.
Dislike it. I mean, there is literally a dislike button, DSP. Okay. Oh,
Why do likes
man.
go up? I said
He literally waited to do this? Like, he literally had to wait! But guys, he's talking to us like we're adults. But we gotta visualize, we gotta see the light go up and then down. Because apparently, we don't know that.
to dislike the stream, and you guys didn't dislike it. You liked it. You did the wrong thing.
Oh
I wanted
my
you
God.
to hit dislike because I wanted to see if it would go down. If you've already liked the stream, hit dislike now instead.
Alright, I'm gonna say dislike. Fuck
Boy, you guys just literally do the opposite of what I say, don't you? The
Oh
likes
my God, I wanna
likes
kill
when
him.
they know I'm distracted. So, for example, if I was playing Street Fighter, or I'm in the middle of a FromSoft game, or I'm playing Call of Duty, they would come in during those nights, and then what they would do, I'm not kidding, they would hit 100 likes, and they would sit in the chat and say, blow the bubbles, 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 blow the bubbles. And I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, are you
Look at
here to see
that.
bubbles, or are you here to see me play a game? Like, that's not the purpose of the stream. This is not the bubble stream. This is supposed to be me playing games and we have a good
But
time.
you know what's bullshit about this? He goes on and on saying, guys, remind me to blow bubbles. Oh, guys, no one reminded me to blow bubbles, so I didn't blow any. Wow. Oh, no one reminded me. I didn't do it. You guys gotta remind me, okay? And then they remind him, you guys are fucking demanding it? You guys must be trolls. Okay.
And the bubbles are just a part of that, right?
Right?
So basically, it got so infuriating that people were acting so immature and flooding the chat, derailing the stream, talking about goddamn bubbles. I said, I'm not doing it anymore. So I just stopped. I literally, one day, I just had my fill, and I was like, I've had enough. I don't care about this. And basically, ever since that day, I have not asked for anyone to like my content. If you haven't noticed, I don't ask anyone to like the streams or anything like that. I'm like, hey, if you want to, go. I guess you'll just do it naturally. But I never ask anyone to like the streams anymore because I really got fed up with it. Just people coming in trying to derail. And it was hilarious because the trolls would still come in and like the stream and say bubbles, and I would just ban them all. Like, oh, no more bubbles. Bye-bye. Ban, 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 ban.
He didn't ban the regulars that said it,
So-
though. Whatever.
So there you go. I eventually had enough, and we just got rid of it. It's like a lot of things. People want to ruin it. Here's the thing. With the vest goal, at the very least, if we hit the vest goal, I made some money, right? It
Oh.
supports the business. It supports my family. With the bubbles,
I made money.
it was just like it,
Okay.
and what they would do after I blew the bubbles, then they would take the likes away. Which, by the way, they just did. We were at 56 likes. Now we're down to 54.
He kept begging them to unlike the stream, and then they did it and said, "See, the trolls did it." But you begged your audience to do it. What the dude? What?
So you can like and then dislike. So the trolls would come in, like the stream, get it to like 120 likes. I would blow the bubbles, and then they would go down to like 75 likes. They'd take all their likes away. So the
Okay.
engagement didn't even last because of the way that these people were doing
God.
it, right? So if that's the case, like, why am I gonna even care about that, right? So I don't.
Because
I
it's
don't.
silly fun. You said it was silly fun to do it, and now it's not. Now it's not worth it. It's not worth doing silly fun because they could take away the likes. Oh wow, cry in a river.
More. Now I don't talk about
Face
likes on
down.
streams. Now I don't talk about bubbles and reward. I just don't. I just have fun here with you guys, and I don't really give two shits about any of that dumb stuff. There's the story of the bubbles.
There's the story of the bubbles. Okay.
All right, we still got a little bit of extra time if anyone wants to talk
All
about
right,
anything. Please tag me.
Let's
If not,
zoom
we
around.
can jump into Crow Country.
We're like
Again, I hope you guys are going to
in a-
stick
in a
around
very,
for Crow Country. This is a game you
cool
guys recommended to me
spot.
as a replacement for Multiverses. Essentially, what I'm being told, yes, you can stop Windows from doing Windows updates.
We're still
but you
talking about Windows updates. He complained about it in the last podcast. I didn't watch it because guess what? I'm Apple cucked. But dude, move on with your life. Just download the security updates.
You need a specific version of Windows that most people don't have. Like, I'm sure that this laptop came with like Windows 10 simple wall in order to stop it from doing whatever it wants, right? That's absolutely ridiculous. And again, our hardware.
Again, he's complaining about his laptop that he reads chat in. Like, what is the problem? Like, and the people who are complaining about operating systems, you typed this last time, are mostly probably people who are like, I have an application that I use a lot, and this update isn't the new operating system isn't supported yet, so I can't use it. It happens a lot. It happens with Apple too sometimes. And it's gotten better to be fair, because before, when I would update my Mac computer to the next OS, OBS would not work. I would have to wait until they made a new version for me to use it. But now, I upgraded last year or whatever, and I didn't have to worry about OBS having to update. It worked naturally, and it's like, oh wow, this is great. I don't have to think about this anymore. Hallelujah. And that's it. But this dude is using for like the basic bitch features that he doesn't have to worry about. Oh my god.
Hardware, despite the fact we're using this podcast while we or maybe even harmful. Sorry, tell us. Class action right there. Right? A home use laptop, right? Version of Windows that most people don't have. Like, I'm sure that this laptop came with like Windows 10 Home or whatever. It didn't come with Enterprise Edition. Why would it? It's a home use laptop, right?
Or Enterprise because of the React channel.
You have to use third-party software like this simple wall in order to stop it from doing whatever it wants, right? That's absolutely ridiculous. And again, I think
Apple
that
never
someone should do something about it.
They tell me though,
but that's a class action right there.
I gotta do whatever.
Everyone just sues Microsoft and
Class
says, "What are you out of your
action.
fucking mind?" It's our hardware. Despite the fact we're using your software, you don't get to tell us that we have to do something and install something on our hardware, especially if we deem it unnecessary or maybe even harmful. Sorry,
Whatever.
that's
Okay.
bullshit. You don't get to tell us what to do with things we own, right?
Right? Correct? And I certainly are pushing
Anyway,
for security.
I
updates.
find
They
it
wouldn't push you
nonsensical.
to
So by the way,
download
the
Windows
funny part about
12.
this is I turn on my laptop this morning. Oh, the Windows Update installed. I didn't tell it to. I scheduled it for Saturday.
Dude,
It just
literally all he does Saturday. Oh yeah, okay. Well, anyways, he just opens browsers and opens chat. That's all. It's not that hard. This dude acts as if dude. When I used to record these videos with Safari, it used to work, by the way. I would just pause the recording because you don't need to see a lot of stuff, but I would just quit Safari and reopen it, and then it would work normally, and then I would just unpause it. It's like a very quick process. I just pause it because it's like I don't need the extra added seconds to the video of me just doing this or whatever. And I also think and I also wasn't sure if it was gonna fuck up the capture, so it's like that's why I did it that way too, so that way I can like catch any problems, whatever. But this dude is like sitting there like acting as if it's a big task because he opens it and says it's installed, so it already did the hard work of downloading and installing it. All he has to do is just click on Safari and not Safari, Chrome, and go to YouTube. That's it.
It just did it anyway. I'm serious. Yesterday on this podcast, while we were talking about it, I told it to schedule it to do it on Saturday between the 2 React shows I'm doing for the big game events this weekend. If you remember, Friday is Summer Game Fest and Sunday is Xbox. It just did it by itself.
So it did it super early. So isn't that good? You don't have to worry about it happening on Friday.
Without my permission. Even though I distinctly told it to do it Saturday. So, what did it mess up? Nothing, but guess what? I had to redo.
You know what the thing is? The thing is, we've seen this guy fumble through menus and not click apply or save half the time. He forgets, and then he's like, wait a second, the setting didn't stick. It must be a glitch. And it's like, dude, you didn't click save. You didn't adapt. You didn't look to see if there's like a press X to save changes kind of deal. So he could have just told you to do it on Saturday, and then just didn't click save or set or whatever, and just X'd out of the menu like a boomer he is.
Redo all my browsers this morning. Everything was fucking reset.
Oh, his browsers?
I had to reopen. Some of them, like 2 of the browsers actually like remembered the settings. So it opened up Jasper. You're not going to be chewing wires. Jasper, stop right now. You're not chewing those wires. Ugh. I can never finish a story when Jasper is in here these days.
Oh my god,
Anyway,
dude. Like, okay.
So yeah, so some of the browsers remembered, some didn't. So basically I was in here an extra, 15 plus minutes setting up the browsers before I could stream today. And it's frustrating, but it's done unless it pops up again today. Because
why does he just open the browsers that are relevant to what he's streaming?
Again, it could. This is what happened last time.
Is so lazy.
It said,
it's unreal.
oh, it's done. And then within like a day, it popped up. Oh, you need it again. What are you talking about? So I guess we'll see. But again, for me, that throws me for a loop because that's never happened before on previous PCs or anything like that at all. I've never seen that before. And it kind of blows my mind that is something that
stop hackers.
They're just demanding. They've never demanded that before. And now all of a sudden it's a demand of Microsoft. You must update because we say so. How about you go fuck yourself and I decide what's best for myself and my belongings? And you stay the fuck out of my belongings until I tell you to go into there.
Stay the fuck out of my belongings.
But I guess we all have to be bitches to these giant corporations now, right?
Right? Stay the fuck out of my belongings. That's what you tell the TSA when they start to get handsy with your bag. Stay the fuck out of my belongings.
All right,
walk
let's continue.
into another room
Following along, since we have a few like updates, like I said,
what they're gonna do.
What I'd like to do is give you guys a few other updates that people have talked about, and then what we'll do is we'll talk about the schedule, and then I have a little bit of game news to cover today.
Oh, we do.
So here's an interesting thing.
Cool.
As you guys know, all right, for many, many years now, I have had reward tiers here on my streams based on the level of support that I get.
Okay.
So for example, right now, if you take a look down here at my bar, shoutouts bar, leaderboard, whatever you want to call it, we have a tips goal of $50. And if I raise $50 on a stream, what I would do, put on a pair of Gunner glasses. And if we raise $100 tips,
this is
you guys get to pick a hat for me to wear out of this big lineup of hats that I have in the closet.
This is like hardcore.
And then if we get $150 in tips, you guys get to vote on a vest for me to wear, right? So when did this all start? How did it begin? This is so random because it happened 4 years ago.
Why are we talking
4 years ago, I didn't have any reward tiers. Okay, nothing. And then all of a sudden,
dude, let me tell you something interesting. Then we're talking about reward tiers. Then we're going through the origin story.
One day I'm doing a marathon that's kind of like a throwback marathon. 10, so it's like a 10 jacket, but it doesn't have arms.
Oh, no, he did not explain what a vest is. There's no way. If he explains what a vest is, I don't know what I'm gonna do. He better say something else. Like, my chair didn't have arms or something. If he says a vest that, doesn't have arms, I'm gonna lose it.
And in the video, I'm wearing this beige vest. It's like a puffy vest when you would wear outside. It's kind of like one of those, it's like a jacket, but it doesn't have arms.
He did! This fucker explained what a vest is! The people he showed a vest to! And he's like, a vest? I can't believe this dude in this video said, well, I talk to my arms like they're adults. He explained what a vest is. And he's worn a vest in front of them. And he's like, you know what a vest is? Dude, this guy needs to fucking fall down a set of stairs.
And people are like, what the hell is that? Like, we've never even seen that before. Have you ever worn that outside of this one video? And I'm like, I'm sure I did. You know, time to time back then, I would wear this kind of stuff.
God.
So
Dude, this is the worst. I'm terrified what this is gonna lead into.
Why I was wearing it. I probably would come back to my closet. Lo and behold, I still had the vest.
Wow. So the vest he had, right? And he put it in the closet. He went downstairs to the closet and get this. He saw the vest. Wow. Dude. Man. I thought he was gonna find it in the toilet next to his stinky duty. Wow.
So I came up wearing it, and people were like, oh, that's funny. What we should do is have a silly goal where every day, if people contribute a certain level, you'll put on the vest during your stream.
No. He skipped the part. He wore that vest for free. He would wear it on random streams. Then one night he played Minecraft. Someone said, "Why don't you charge to wear it?" And he said, "That's a good idea." And he went with it. But it was a free thing in the past, sir. Then you made it a tip goal.
Stream. And I said, well, that sounds like innocent fun. Why don't we do it, right? It's kind of silly. Little did I know, this began what people called the vest streak, where, no exaggeration, every single stream that I did.
And then guess what? It became a ring of fucking, like, entitlement. Like, the vest streak literally, in my opinion, like, planted the seed of mega entitlement. Because, like, you could definitely tell in a lot of cases, he was like, I could make $100 every stream. They're just lazy. But he doesn't want to say that part out loud, so he says other things. But you just knew he felt entitled to $100 a stream, and when he wasn't getting it anymore, he was really, it went crazy. And I think that led to his mental decline. To the point where now he had to lower it to 50, and now that's even becoming a rarity. And dude, he's gonna lose it.
For a huge streak, I want to say it lasted like 3 to 4 months, okay? So that's a lot of streams, because I do 2 streams a day, 6 days a week. So you're talking 12 streams a week.
And also, he said that this is toxic, by the way. Only the trolls talk about the vest streak.
Right?
Right?
So, for like 3 to 4 months, every single stream, I raised $100 in tips.
Dude, he's explaining that. Oh, okay.
Now, this just so happened to go down during a time when I was really financially in a bad place, because I was going through a bankruptcy. All right? So this helped a ton
bragged about, by the way.
at that time. I want everyone to understand, thank you so much if you participated in that crazy support streak that I had for like 4 months. That was unprecedented. It never happened again, of course, but it was just wild that it happened, and it held a ridiculous amount at that time in my life. Thank you for that, because things could have been a lot worse if that hadn't just kind of happened and it was a freak thing. It wasn't planned or anything. All right? Now, eventually what happened is the streak ended. We stopped hitting $100 a stream, and basically we said, well, let's be more reasonable now. You know, what kind of stuff can we do?
Let's be more reasonable now. Cool.
For silly rewards that people would be enticed to, participate and or contribute, but they're reasonable that they won't like hinder the streams. And so eventually we came up with our current tiered system: $50 gunner glasses, $100 a hat, $150 a vest.
You know what's funny about the hat? For many occasions, when he started doing the hat, he was still wearing headphones. So he made it so whatever. But then he got neck phones, whatever. Okay. But the hat he was so mad about. It was during his birthday stream playing Resident Evil 3. People were saying, "Wear the cowboy hat," and he was being a bull bitch boy about it.
The vest, right? Do we hit that all the time? Absolutely.
And then he said, "Oh, well, in the future, what we could do is this month we could have the hat be $100, and then we could switch it back to the vest when we're done with this, or whatever the fuck, and we can alternate between the two." And then it just stuck with the hat will be at 100 and the vest at 150 forever.
Absolutely not. You know, my goal is to raise $50 a stream. We don't always do that. Sometimes we far exceed it. It all depends on the stream and who's there and, you know, what day it is. And if someone's
then this was also funny because it went from $100 to like 50, but then he told us if I could just get $50 a day, I'd be happy. He gets $50 a day. He's like, that's not what I meant. I meant $50 every stream. Okay.
someone's feeling generous, it's not a constant thing. However, I'll say this. Basically,
Talk about the
recently,
trolls. Talk about the trolls.
people have felt that these perks are really worn out, dried up, kind of stale,
Oh my
too samey.
god.
We've been doing them for years now, right?
And now we're back. This is another instance. Guys, tell me how much tell me what you're gonna give me money for, and I'll do it. And then if you don't like it, I'll blame you for it. Cool. This is the
People are
coolest
like, well, would you ever would you add more hats? Would you add more vests? And I'm like, I don't see the point. Like, you buy more, that just adds more to an existing goal that we're not hitting regularly. Why are you adding more, right? It would be one thing.
Dude, this dude is acting as if hats are like the most expensive thing you can wear. Like, hats are like $100. Like, DSP, they don't cost as much as your fucking tip rewards. You know that, right? Well, actually, the cowboy hat cost $200 because it was a specially made hat. But, why get specially made hats? Come on.
If we were hitting it every day, imagine if every stream we were hitting the hat and the vest goal. Now people might be tired of seeing the same one, so you buy more. But in this case,
dude, he was getting the hat goal every stream for Baldur's Gate 3, and he did not want to buy another hat. What about then? Again, it's stupid. Hats are so cheap, and he's acting as if like if he bought one, they're gonna be evicted again. This dude is like, I can't spend this. Oh, Hogan? I can spend some Hogans. Oh, fucking another fight stick I don't need? Sign me the fuck up.
We got situations where, you look around, you're like, I barely warrant. Like, for example, during the Final Fantasy VII streams that I did earlier this year, I had a cloud wig that looked absolutely hilariously bad.
You fucked it up, by the way.
But it was funny to see me wear it. Guess how many times I wore it? I think twice. Out of all the streams I did.
Dude, he mangled this wig to the point where it's unrecognizable. It's like he got self-conscious about it sticking up, so he mangled it so it wouldn't do that. And then but at the same time, dude, it's RPG overload.
We weren't hitting the goal.
Whatever.
So I bought something. Well, I take it back. Someone donated this.
Wow, and it was donated. And this dude used this as an example of like, guys, no one's giving me money. Motherfucker, you got a free hat. And it's like, I don't know, man. Like, dude. Oh, man.
Right? And we only wore it twice. In fact, the playthrough didn't do well, So, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, what's the point of adding things to existing goals when those goals aren't getting hit, correct? So, basically, people have said, well, can you come up with new ideas of things? I'm like, well, let me know what you think. Like, the thing is, whatever it is, it can't be intrusive.
And it's low-key kind of funny that the hat, that he puts the hats there, he puts the wig there, but when he got the hat, every time he had to go there, he doesn't think, maybe the hat should be near me. Whatever.
It can't be, we stop what we're doing on a stream. We stop playing a game. We stop doing a podcast. We stop doing this. And now we have to have a whole giant thing that's unrelated. Some streamers do stupid stunts like, if I hit a certain amount today.
No way! No way! No way! No way! This dude was flexing these rewards. These are silly rewards, and it's funny and great and smart and all this other shit. And not intrusive at all. And now I say it's intrusive, and then he's calling it a stunt. Dude. At some point, you're gonna have to realize you make terrible statements that age horribly.
Today I'll eat a spicy thing and I'll fucking vomit all over the place because it's funny to see a streamer eat a fucking, rotten Skittle or something like that. We're not gonna do that.
He ate Skittles.
Okay? It's gotta be stuff that's not going to
never
hinder
die.
the content that I'm already putting out. Alright?
Alright. It can't be intrusive, so what can it be?
Well, the reason I'm bringing this up is because I got an interesting comment overnight, and I'd like to read it.
Oh my god, another is watch. It's gonna be you should every $100. If you make $100 a stream in a game, you will play that game again. It's gonna be that. Watch. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be that.
Okay, here we go. Your office decorations have continuously grown in numbers over the years, greatly improving the aesthetics. Sadly, we saw the vest streak go away, which also.
Okay, I have another theory. It might be like you get a whiteboard and you write the names of the top tipper or whatever the fuck. It's gonna be that. Oh my god, dude, this dude is becoming a Twitch whore. He's becoming a thought. He's becoming a titty streamer.
So add it to your aesthetic. What do you think of adding props that you already own in storage for reaching tier 3? I don't know how that would work logistically. Reaching tier 3 once or X times and you replace an existing prop with some action figure that is in storage.
So get this, right? He said that the hats are intrusive, but this isn't? Where you're gonna stop the stream and say, okay guys, what do you want to replace?
I vaguely remember that you had enough collectibles to create a pretty solid and varied rotation of figures and props.
Oh my
Just
god,
a thought.
dude.
All that stuff's collecting
This is
dust in
so
the dark.
sad.
You mentioned how selling
This
those
is
things
so
on eBay.
sad. Then all that's gonna lead to is just even a less personalized background, which is already stale, in my opinion, because it doesn't say anything about him. It's just, I like Sonic, here's Sonic. I like Fallout, here's Fallout. Whatever the fuck, it's just like, whatever. I mean, the figures I buy is stuff that like I enjoy. I enjoy like certain shows. I might like the design, like Mujina, whatever the fuck from SSSSS Diana Zenin, that anime. Like her design, got the figure of her because she's really cool looking. Got JoJo, Jolene Cujo figure, cool character. Mio from Xenoblade, cool character. It's why I'm like dying for there to be a Jacko or Biken figure, but alas, I only got the acrylic figures. You know what I mean?
eBay would be a lot of work due to
But this
trolls.
is stuff that's like my like agency, my pick, my choice, whatever. Which says that could say something about my preferences. What does it say about DSP? Oh, he likes retro games. I mean, okay, cool, but these are like generic things.
Why not put collectibles to work?
Put
So
collectibles
basically what
to
this
work.
person's suggesting, and this is just something to throw out there, instead of having tiered rewards where I'm putting on the button again, this button keeps getting loose. Shit. I love this shirt, but it has a loose button. God damn it. I
Wow,
hope it
we're
doesn't
talking
keep doing
about
that.
buttons.
This is one of my favorite shirts. I love the design, but there's a loose button that keeps popping open.
It's
And obviously I don't want to have a big
better.
exposed belly. You'd all be profusely vomiting
Oh
on
my
your
god.
devices.
Okay, let's go back to the toy discussion.
So to get back to the subject here, what this person is suggesting
Let's go back to the toy
is
discussion.
instead of everything being like attire related, $50 put on glasses, $100 put on a hat, $150 put on a vest, right? Instead of that, we take a look at the actual decorations that I have in the closet. Now, I'm not going to say holiday decorations. That's stupid. Those should only be out for particular holidays, right? But, if you think about the things I have, that I've put out here as decorations over the years.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
dude,
I've got various
This
little
is not a
knick
good
knacks
idea.
and action figures and things
And again,
like that.
this is more intrusive than what he's doing currently. Like way more intrusive.
This month, I have Street Fighter 2 back out here. In honor of the 1-year anniversary of Street Fighter 6, I put out my Street Fighter 2 cartridge, which is really cool. I also brought back out my Blanca pop figure that someone donated.
Ew,
So,
pop figure, gross.
it's pretty neat to have some, that variety of stuff every
What
month.
a monster.
But I guess the question is, what would it be? We'd have to
and
do
you got Blanca,
is make
that's
a
like
tally, like a list.
double sin.
Here's what I have that's available, like 10, 15
like
things,
that's
right?
punishable by death
And then if we
by
end
Clorox.
up hitting a goal for a day, like let's say we hit the vest goal. If there's no interest in the vest, if everyone's tired of the vest, then instead it could be,
Toy time?
I don't know, what do you want to call it?
Toy time.
It's not a decoration goal, but like a swag goal or something.
Swag
What piece of swag
goal?
do you want me to pull out of the
Swag
closet,
is clothing too,
right?
though.
and add, for the setup today
Oh
or
my
whatever?
God. Dude,
I'd be
this
okay
is
with that,
lame. This
but
is so
we have to
lame.
figure it out. The thing is, everyone seems
This is how creatively bankrupt this guy is. He can't even figure out what he wants to do to get money, and he's like preoccupied with the fucking shirt. He's becoming self-conscious about the shirt now.
to say, oh, I don't like your tiered rewards anymore. They're boring. Okay, so what would you like to do in place of it? Oh, I have no idea. Well, then keep it as it is. If you don't know what's better, then
Dude,
don't.
if you don't know what's good in netcode, then why are you complaining about there being better netcode, right? Correct? This dude does the same kind of complaints.
Say to change it, right? So, a Bengineer says the props are small. We can barely see them when your webcam is on the corner. Yeah, but here's the thing. Let's
Oh,
say, for
no.
example,
Oh my god.
we hit the $150 tip skull. And people say, we really want the Wolverine action figure. I say, it's Wolverine time. and I'll get an animation that's like the Wolverine figure dancing.
Oh my god, this is
right?
gross.
I'll go in the closet, we'll bring it out. Wolverine.
This is gross. This dude is literally doing this. This isn't a children's entertainer. Dude, the amount of cringe is like deadly. What the fuck? Dude, I have no words. This is like insane.
Wolverine. You know, we'll do a stupid little thing.
Is he gonna dance too? Is he gonna, dude? I think someone like, dude, come on. You might as well. When Kat's on stream, are you gonna have her jump up and down for us? Like,
say Wolverine's here. You know, it'll be 5-10 seconds, but at least we'll get that little break, that little comedy break. To say
my
that
god,
he's coming
more
on the street.
breaks.
Oh, here he is. Okay, let's continue. You know, we'll be silly about it, right?
This dude says he doesn't want to anything that's intrusive to the content, but we're gonna do a thing that's gonna have an animation, and then it would take time out of the stream. Didn't you just say you didn't want to do that kind of stuff? This would be more work. Oh my god, this dude is insane and desperate. This is really pathetic. Really sad.
Right? I think that would be fun, but again, that's something that it's up to
I've
you
seen.
guys, right?
Like,
if you don't think that's a good idea, then we don't do it.
I was joking that he was like regressing mentally, like to become like he was a Benjamin Button, like in reverse or whatever. And he is. He's gonna be an old man and with a brain of an infant at this rate.
Saying it was a suggestion on a video, and I was like, you know, people have been saying for years they want different tiered rewards, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, okay? You ready for transparency?
Oh my
I've been thinking
God.
about getting rid of the rewards altogether, because there's some.
Why are we talking about transparency when you're honest with us all the time, Phil? Why did you have to warn us?
Some days that I want to wear the gunner glasses because my eyes are burning, but since it's a reward, I can't just put them on, right? There's some days I'm feeling.
Dude, his eyes are burning, and he would tell you, "So guys, my eyes are burning right now. It would be really good if I get the gunner glasses. Hint, hint, man."
Silly. And I'm like, man, let's just put on a hat for a playthrough today because it's pertinent to the game we're playing. Oh, wait, that's $100 goal, so I can't do it. On flip side of that, there's definitely days when I don't.
Why not just change the value of the goal sometimes? Like, why not just say, oh, since I really want to wear this hat, we'll make that the $50 goal. No, I can't. Let's not do that.
Feel like putting stuff on because I'm in a heated session. Like, for example, if I'm playing Elden Ring, where I'm in the midst of, you know, a heated session of Street Fighter, and I don't want to have fucking distractions. I don't have hats and glasses and fucking sweaty vests on. I just want to concentrate so I can succeed at what I'm doing. I don't want to have all that shit. So, you know, if I were to get away,
okay,
or do away with those goals, those tiered goals, right? Or those, it's not, okay. It's not that I'm getting rid of tiered, boy, I can't speak English.
Dude, you're saying you're being transparent, and already you're like kind of walking back the idea of not doing goals. You hear this, right? He went from I was thinking of doing away with goals. Then now, as he's talking about it, he's like, wait a second, I'm not saying to do away with them. Hold up.
I'm really failing this morning. Please bear with me. It's been a stressful morning with my laptop resetting. It's very, very. Who did goals like this? We have seen big success, right? People are like, oh, a few more bucks and we hit that next tiered goal. Let's do it, right? And I like that people care about that. But the rewards, I was thinking about getting rid of. Okay? And then, hey, if I just feel like doing something today, I'll do it. I'll pop on the glasses. Oh, today's a hat day. Let's just get a hat and toss it on. And that way it's more of a community thing of us feeling that vibe rather than it being stuck.
You know what? It is hilarious. You know, everyone has been talking about, oh, he's doing stuff to prepare for June. And this, I think ALT even mentioned it in the That Being Said podcast where, you know, he was theorizing that he was going to get rid of it to look more serious for June. It was someone said it was either ALT or someone on Twitter, someone. I think it was ALT. But anyways, it's coming to pass because this dude, it's like this is. I was like on the fence about the June thing because it's like, you know, and I kind of am. I still am, but at the same time, I'm starting to see some like why it, you know, why he's doing this now.
On a goal, right?
It's all coming
and
together.
here's the deal. We already did this. Just not with these goals, but we already did this last year, if you remember, with our marathon events. Marathon events used to be tied to monthly membership goals, remember? We said, I have a membership goal, we have to hit that member goal, and if we hit it, then I'll do a special marathon, and if not, we're not doing it, right? And what ended up happening was people liked the fact that I started doing these events just out of
But you know,
fun.
you know what? I said this back then. You noticed this, that he did away with marathon goals because he started to love the idea of always doing them. But since he realized it was becoming a challenge, a struggle to get the memberships and all that, he did away with with membership goals, because it's like, well, you know, we're barely hitting them and all this stuff. So he did away with it because of that. He's barely getting $50. He's barely getting $100, and now he wants to do away with it. Which, like, of course, because he doesn't want to keep begging for shit, I guess.
Rather than it being tied to some kind of a financial milestone, right? And now we do them basically every other month, and they work really well. They do. These events work really, really well. Even the indie event I just did, which normally wouldn't have done well, did really well. I think people appreciate the fact that we're just going to do these events and hype them up, and there's nothing that could categorize them. Oh, they might not happen. And
Dude,
then you
the
get
indie
fucking
marathon, like when he did it in the past, it technically should be successful because that was a sub goal, and he hit the sub goal.
About getting excited for it and stuff like that, right?
All right.
So since that changed, I feel like events are doing well. So maybe we do need to change these tiered reward goals. All right. The question is, what do we do? Do we get rid of them entirely? Do we still have the goals, but we don't do the rewards, and I'll just randomly do the rewards when I feel like it? Because here's the deal. Maybe one day I just feel like putting on a vest. We didn't hit $150, but I want to wear a vest. I'll be honest, those vests sit in there 99% of the time unused, right?
Okay,
How often is it we hit $150 on any given stream? Almost never, right? Almost never these days. And that's fine. This is not a complaint from me.
Oh,
I'm just saying it's not like the vest street.
Dude, this is so fucking...
Right? So,
and
yeah,
he's only doing this to brag about doing it. Like, it's really that attitude. I'm gonna do you like, acting like he's doing you a favor kind of shit.
I beat this every once in a while. I just want to toss something on. I just want to have a hat or whatever, and I can do it. I have that repertoire of stuff that I can go to, right?
Yeah,
or if I'm feeling, if people are being really particularly generous one day and being nice or whatever, and we're having a good time, good vibes, you know what the other good thing about that is too? Then I could actually decide if I want to put something on as a reward for other things too. Like, what if we have a really big super chat day? Now, right now, the goals are just tied to tips.
Oh my god.
What if we have a big super chat day? Maybe I feel like I want to say, hey, thanks for that, and I want to go get a hat and put it on, or a vest and put it on. Then I can do that because I have that flexibility, and it's not tied to this one reward structure, right?
But if you're rewarding the super chat, isn't that rewarding for getting a super chat? So you're still rewarding for an amount of money. Oh, okay, whatever. And what about Argentina? What about them? You know what I mean?
See, I don't know. It's just something that I'm
This is really pathetic.
thinking about in my head.
Like,
I would like to get all of your
like,
feedback
who
on it.
cares?
I would. Honest feedback. This guy says just get rid of the vest and instead do like decorations as a result. Right? So let me hear your feedback on this. I want to hear feedback. Basically, people are on the fence about this. There's some people saying sounds good. Others are saying this is awful. Like, the chat is very torn and very they're not, definitely no consensus here right now on stream. Everyone's kind of like all over the place.
You notice that like he was thinking of not doing it, and just that would be it. Like, very bare minimum. He weird sometimes, whatever. But then, like, the other creative ideas are from someone else. The most creative he got was, I'll just wear it whenever I feel like it. That is the most creative logic DSP has in his life. He can't think of any other goal. He can't think of anything else to reward his viewers or anything else.
The place with this, they don't know what they
He's
if they like it or not.
As you
okay.
Can see.
So exactly. Dentronic says comfort is important. If you need the glasses, just grab them. If you feel like wearing a fedora, go ahead and grab it. That kind of thing, right? And I'll be honest, I probably would throw on stuff from time to time just for fun. There's been days I'm like, man, that fedora would fit what we're doing today. I want to put it on. Oh, but we didn't hit a goal, so I don't even think about it or say anything about it, right? or the vet.
Oh,
Like I
yeah,
said,
you-
we almost
you know
never wear a
Phil,
vest.
he's
Almost never.
always silent about that.
And it would be
kind
great
of
if we're having a
shit.
good day, a chill day, things are just going nicely. Like, you know what, watch this. And I jump in the closet and I come out with a vest on. Haha, here we go.
I
You know,
jump
just
in
to
a
be silly.
closet.
As opposed to having it tied to something financial, right? And like I said, there's some days when the vibe is good. It's a positive stream. Hey, maybe we didn't get a lot of tips, but we got a lot of super chats or a lot of gifted memberships today. And I just feel like I
Gifted
want to do it anyway,
memberships. You really
right?
wanna
But we
celebrate
can't
that?
because it's tied to a goal, and it's not fair to those who contribute to see that happen if I'm doing it when it didn't happen.
No. The reason why he only tied it to tips was so that he wouldn't get in trouble with TOS, because you're not allowed to like receive super chats with like some reward or whatever the fuck.
Happen yet. You understand what I'm saying?
You understand what
So
I'm saying?
there you go. I don't know. I mean, let's keep talking about it and let's figure this out. I would like more feedback on this. What do you think about the tiered rewards? Do you like it as it is? Do you want to see it change? How would you like to see it change? Should we get rid of them entirely? Should we change them up? Should we change the rewards? Should we change the amounts? I want all the feedback. Please give me the feedbacks. Okay? All right. And thank you to the person who left that comment, because regardless of the fact that if we decide to actually go with that or not, basically, okay. Another quick update. So this is interesting. OP Boom said the following. I noticed YouTube typically only promotes community posts that have images or posts or polls on my feed. I think including an image along with your posts about your streams would help with visibility. Perhaps YouTube doesn't want to promote community posts that just link videos. That's what the site already does 99% of the time outside of community posts. They seem to promote the posts that engage users in other ways. This may explain why your general text posts, schedule posts, and game polls tend to get significantly more likes.
Dumbass. The schedule posts have an image. It literally has an image.
Promoting your streams.
But
For example, if
whatever.
you're going to do a stream of Street Fighter 6, you could use the stream thumbnail in the community post along with a link to the stream. Maybe YouTube will push it more. So, first of
But
all, I never
discoverability
heard of
doesn't
that.
matter.
That if you do a community post on YouTube and you include a picture,
Oh my god, I do not give a fuck. I thought he doesn't care about discoverability. Now he's all
basically
about it
I
again.
stopped caring. So
Jesus
basically my
Christ.
Twitter is just kind of a clone of what I post on my community tab on my channel with almost nothing additional. Every once in a while there'll be an additional post, but almost never. It's pretty much always a clone. And I've
Fine,
noticed ever
fine.
since Elon bought the site and made it, hey, the only way your post can actually be seen is if you pay and become premium. My engagement and views on my
I don't want to hear him talk about Twitter. I'm just gonna skip ahead because I think I have better takes about it than he does because I actually use the site
I
and
say test post and I
others
do the
do.
link.
Oh my god, we're doing a live test. Holy shit, this is.
The thing is, I mean, OP Boone is making a point.
Oh my god, we're still talking
Then
about
the channel
it.
gets hidden again. But for me, essentially just caring about, oh, do I have fucking thumbs up on my community post is like the last thing in my. Damn it. I'm going to have to get. Because I really like Zangief, right?
I really like
Talk about that
Zangief.
over the next few days. Which one you guys would like to see more? It is starring the actor.
All right, gamer news.
For my favorite segment, your favorite segment, and everyone's favorite segment. It is time for
And we'll end
DSP
it on
News, and I
this.
have two interesting stories to cover today before we get to shout-outs. Story number one. It has been officially announced that a Like a Dragon TV series
he didn't know about
will
this until last night. Someone told him about it last night, and he's reporting it like he discovered it. This dude, man, DSP News sucks ass.
debut this fall. Like, what? Did you know that? I didn't know that. And it got just announced yesterday on October 24th on Prime Video. Like a Dragon Yakuza will premiere. And as you know, that's an entire season. So, will it be any good? I don't know. I mean, Like a Dragon already is a very narrative-based titles. So if you saw Kamen Rider, you probably know the guy. Personally, I haven't seen Kamen Rider. Chi Ryoma, who's actually an actor from multiple. Curious if it'll be any good. I love Like a Dragon, but at the same time, here's what you got to understand. It could go in many different directions. It could be ultra gritty and serious and gory. It could end up being more comedic, because remember, there's a lot of comic relief in the Like a Dragon series. Hey, it could end up being raunchy, because Like a Dragon delves into that whole, soapland, hostess club, sleazy night culture stuff that's in Japan too.
It could be raunchy because it has this dude. Oh man,
will it be any of those focuses? Will it be a combination of those things like the games? what storyline will this follow? The original Like a Dragon storyline from the earliest games? We don't know yet, right? So that's coming out in October, and obviously, yeah, I'm interested in watching it and reviewing it because I love Like a Dragon, so I guess we'll see. So that's coming up, okay?
He's
The
like
other piece of
right now.
news is regards to Elden Ring's Shadow of the Erd Tree DLC, because
Oh,
guess what? The special
Oh, God.
selected
Oh,
golden
no.
snowflakes, the ones who have been selected to promote this game and kiss its butt and be basically paid shills from Soft, have received their early copies of the DLC and are starting to give information about it. So what I'm going to do is give you generalized information about it. I'm not going to spoil anything major,
Okay. Cool.
right? So
Right.
it sounds like they basically wanted to make it a lot more condensed.
Okay.
Fucking like 8, I mean, there's like short swords, not
Okay. Yeah,
dungeons. I'm all over that. Even if it's optional, I still want to do it. Which one was the Weeping Peninsula? All. If that doesn't include, it doesn't involve the Haley, I guess we'll have to see. Okay, and then there is going to be a skill check early on in the DLC, ridiculously hard,
That's not a spoiler. Okay, cool.
faster and more agile than
I'm
the
glad when I
main
played
game.
SMT3,
So basically,
no
this is
one told
supposed to
me
be
about
post-game
Matador.
content. But then again,
Like,
you have
they
to
didn't
beat
say a lot
Blood God
about it,
Moog
and
or
then
whatever
I
the hell
played
his
it, and I
name
was
is
like,
in
oh,
order to
shit.
even get there. So I can't
Matador's
imagine you
fucking
sucking
dope.
at the game and getting to this DLC. There's a new thing called the Shadow Realm.
Okay, I do not care. Oh my god, that... Why did he get up?
So sounds good to me. I'm excited for it. It's kind of the biggest thing, you know, in gaming this month. I hope you guys will all check it out when I play it coming in June.
Wow, this is
okay?
actually not a super toxic gaming news
Hold on
segment.
one second, guys.
But
I want to pause because something in this office is making noise, and I don't know if it's the fan, the air conditioner,
you know you
or the
noticed,
PC.
right? Correct?
And I want to try to figure it out.
When
Hold on.
gaming news stories aren't negative, they're just straight up boring. They're just straight up dull. Like, it's just, they're making a show. Okay, cool shit. I love shows. Elden Ring DLC. It has content in it. Alright, that's gaming news. and then we get this.
PC fans are making noise. Ridiculous the amount of fans they put. I'm not going to do shout outs and super chat to get the okay.
We're just gonna, like, I'm just gonna jump around.
Into the ranked and see how I do with them. Got Jasper Kitty. My wife and I were looking for like toys and things for him.
Okay, we heard this.
In here in hundreds, like talking about it. Everyone was playing it. But it doesn't seem like they've completely thrown away that plot line they were going to with Prometheus and Alien movie. You know that Newt is going to survive and the whole rest of the crew dies.
Okay, cool.
But during my original Code Veronica playthrough, okay, I remember when I was playing it, I had been stuck. Oh my
god, we're talking about like the beef ball franks. I don't fucking remember. It's a fucking hot dog thing. Alright, that's it for the video. We made it through hell, guys. We journeyed through hell and we came out the other side. I'm just gonna double check. Is there any other clips that I should be watching? Is there a clip that I missed? These limbs YouTube for not getting any views. These wants to stop wearing the... Okay, so we pretty much caught up. Alright. Oh, there's one thing I want to check. There's one thing I do want to check. Let's just do a vibe check. Oh shit, $5. This is the game he's playing?
Come a little closer. Come a little closer. Oopsie doopsie.
He's trying.
That's dead. And then over here, there's a guy next to an electric thing.
Like
Maybe I can shoot the electric thing. See that?
You see that? It reminds me of that game I played, Slayer 0X, whatever the fuck. But it's like a side scroller beat 'em up. It's pretty cool. Pretty good game. That is it for this video. Thank you for watching. Hope to see ya when I see ya. And we made it through hell, guys. So as always, gotta get a good vibe and keep it real.
I feel the vibe.
Do you feel the vibe?
I feel the vibe.
Alright.
Time to skedaddle on out of here.
Bye-bye.